the right of me. Hello, everyone. My name is Katie, and welcome to the Greenland Quilter channel. I hope everybody's been having a lovely day today, despite the chaos of weather in certain areas. I know in the United States, things are pretty cold up there with that big, huge cold front that came due to the polar vortex breaking down. And I don't know if y'all have noticed or heard about it or not, but we had another CME hit the atmosphere yesterday afternoon, which should have started being felt in some areas at 4 a.m. this morning, Eastern Standard Time. So, yeah, that's interesting. So maybe we'll have northern lights here tonight. I don't know. I don't know if we have a cloud cover or not. We are in day 7 of our wind event. And we are 42 degrees, which means we have no snow, no ice, no nothing. It's just, you know. So, let me take care of a couple housekeeping things I want to talk about before I introduce my guest again. I need to remind everybody, if you are a subscriber to the channel and you want to participate in the channel giveaway that will happen on New Year's Eve during the 12-hour live, you need to go over and fill out the Google form. So far, there's 31 people that have signed up for the giveaway. I'm giving away 8 $25 gift cards. So if you're interested in being part of that, please go over and fill out the form. The other thing is I'm also going to be doing Greenland Quilter Viewers Trunk Show. So if you have projects that you would like to share with me, either in my Facebook group, or you can email me the pictures and I will do that. And during the 12-hour live, and here's my email, during the 12-hour live, I will be sharing pictures of everybody's work. And make sure if you want to say anything about your projects, to at least a little short thing, because I don't mind repeating whatever you write. The more the merrier. I don't care how many you enter. We're just going to do that in between sewing. And if you're a YouTube creator, you are welcome to get with me, and I'll send you I lost my train of thought. If you want to hop on the Zoom live to talk about your channel, you can come on and do that. And that was weird. Sorry, guys. I'm being distracted by something. So anyway, YouTube creators are welcome to come to the 12-hour live, hop on and talk about your channel. And we'll be sharing your channel's information within the live as well. So those are the three main things that I want to keep on reminding everybody about. And also, if you have a channel, you're more than welcome to type exclamation selfie to share your channel. All right, so let's talk about the guests we have here. Hey, Lisa. All right, we have Andi from Crafty Witch 232. We have Amanda from Scraptastic Crocheter. And we have Chaunda from Under the Needle Quilting and Crafts. So I'm going to start with Andi. Andi, tell us about your channel a little bit, and then tell us what you plan on working on.
Hi, I am Andi from the Crafty Witch 232, and I make lots of amigurumis, mainly crochet. I do some 3D printing and cross stitch, lots of crafty stuff. Actually, I was on a couple days ago with Katie working on a special order, and I did finish it. So I want to show you.
It's beautiful.
It turned out good.
Wow. How many hours did you think you put into that total?
Probably about 6 hours.
Oh
So.
my goodness. I was there watching you do part of it. That's beautiful. You did an outstanding job. Okay, now I'm going to introduce Amanda from Scraptastic Crocheter. Amanda, tell us about your channel and what you plan on working on tonight as well.
Well, hello. So I'm Amanda, the Scraptastic Crocheter. I'm going to show you what I'm going to be working on just in a little bit. But my channel at the moment, I'm actually doing an advent calendar unboxing. So that's a countdown from 1st till 24th of December. So every day I'm opening a package and having a little countdown. So that's what's going on mostly on my channel at the moment. And then I just want to show you what I finished the other day because it's finished.
You finished
Very
it.
nice.
So this is a
Wow.
square poncho.
Wow, look at
Very
that.
intricate.
That is
Beautiful.
gorgeous.
So yeah, it's finally finished. I need to block it and need to deliver it. So I just, wanted to pop that one in. But I will be working on, let's see, this one. So I have a trio blanket. It is a blanket with 3 strands of yarn worked at the same time. And the yarn is color changing, so you can actually see some of my recent color changes here. This darkest blue is easier to see, but there's some different
Yeah.
shading differences in the other ones as well. And yeah, all the way through this blanket, there is slow gradient shades changing, but it did start over here with like white, pink, and yellow. And now we're over in these colors. So it's a slow fade in all of these 3 colors. But I have quite a lot more yarn to use up. I think I've passed halfway on this blanket. So yeah, it's pretty simple.
It's beautiful. I think it's lovely. Thank you for sharing that too. And then we got Chaunda. Chaunda, what's your game tonight or
So
today?
I did finish the Santa bag, the crochet Santa gift bag, but I didn't bring it down here, so I'll have to get it later in the live. But my channel is Under the Needle Quilting and Crafts, and I basically just share quilting and crochet related things that I am interested in. Today I am working on a last minute Christmas gift that I decided to do. I don't know why I decided, but I did. That's not true. I do know why. My aunt asked me to make her a beanie. And so I was like, okay, I'll make her a beanie. And then I was like, well, what if I could have it done by Christmas? Oh, that would be a great idea. And then I was like, oh, but what if I could make her a poncho too to match the beanie? So that's what I decided to do. I don't know why, but so I just started it. So I'm working on my little poncho here. I am using this Karen Colorama Halo in tin and tan, and this is going to be the beanie to match. I think they look well together, these colors.
Oh,
So that
yes.
is what I am working on. I've made myself a schedule because I'm not the fastest crocheter. So I made myself a schedule so I'll know if I'm getting behind or not. So because I need to have the all of this done by 12/24 when I'm going to see her. So ideally I'd like to be done the day before that on 12/23. And if I follow my schedule, um, I will be done with the poncho by December 20th, and then I can work on the beanie hat, which I should not have a problem getting done in 3 days. So that is what I'm working on today. So it would be really, really awesome for me if I can get through a significant portion of this poncho today. That's going to be my goal.
That's awesome, Chaunda. Okay.
Yeah, we can for sure try and help you get ahead of your schedule because we
Yeah,
got some time today.
right.
Yes, indeedy. So I thought I would share 2 or 3 more books. And then what I plan on continue working on is my Attic 24 crochet that you've been seeing me working on. I've been saving it for every time I have this particular one. I need to hurry up, get it done though, and start something new. So I thought what I would do is I brought out 3 books. This one's called Mandalas to Crochet. There's 30 great patterns in this book. Then we have another one of these beginner to advanced crocheter books, A to Z of crochet. And we also have a crochet master class lesson and projects from today's top crocheters. So, but I think this mandala book is really interesting because it has really great pictures in it. So, it goes through the usual spiel before you begin about yarns, color me happy, read this first, crochet a perfect mandala, crochet refresher course. Then there's a mandala selector, there's mandala patterns, there's basic, classic, flowers, something special, borders, and then you have projects like a boho bag, a hot pad, table mat, summer scarf, lap blanket. It just, yeah. But I thought I would share some of the pictures of some of the mandalas that's in here. So let me go to where the mandalas are actually at. Yeah. Can everybody see this? Okay. Wait, I can spotlight that. Duh. All right, here we go. So let's start looking at some of these patterns here. But there's really colorful
Oh, that's
ones.
pretty. Really pretty ones.
Yeah, this one looks like this one right here looks like an interlac. I bet that one is what that is.
No, that was just tall stitches. That
Does it
looks
look
like double, treble, and like quadruple. Like, yeah, it looks just like taller stitches.
We got some puff ones here. We got lacy style. So the patterns, it gives you names of them. And so like this one's called, this would be great for making hot pads from cotton, and then you can just overlay it with other decorations. Like I showed you with my hot pads that has the cherries on top. This stitching here is similar to that. And then you have this one called Go with the Flow. And then Handsome Hoops. Then you have like the granny square stitch.
Nice.
Pebble in the Pond. As you get further along, it starts getting more interesting with the patterns.
I would love to make some of those.
Yeah, this one's pretty. Because this right here, this fillet around it's gorgeous. Then you have the colorful one here. Another one you could turn into a hot pad. And then this chevron. This one's called Starry Night. And then this one with the I love doing stuff like this where it has that kind of design. This is called a Lovely Lace. And then we have this style right here where you're crocheting on top of the work as well. And they have charts in here. So this one is Scallops of the Sea.
Oh, gotcha.
That one is gorgeous. Look at the stitching in that.
Oh, yeah.
So, oh, look at this one. This one's so pretty.
It is very pretty. Looks like I have
colors in that one.
Yeah.
a
And
good
all
Halloween one.
yeah, all that fancy stitching too.
That one gave me Easter vibes. You can, because it's like tulips and flowers in it, you make the flowers like Easter colors, and it's, yeah, just pure Easter.
Yeah, they're calling this one African Flower Love. This one is Oriental Lily.
Nice. Those look like skulls.
Yeah. Hey, look at this one, Leaves and Lace. I've done this. I've made a dolly like this using this stitching. It's a lot of fun. You get this secondary design in there. And this one's called Strawberry Blossoms. Oh, look at the little blossoms around the outer edges.
Yes.
And this one's Say It With Flowers. Ooh, Field of Wildflowers. Wow.
And that one's pretty.
Yeah. And then you got this one that says Love Me Loops.
That looked messy.
Yep. And then you have this one, Layers and Loops. This one's interesting. This one's called Confetti Time. Look at all the little circles you're hooking together.
Right.
That's neat.
That's pretty
That is
easy. Make
very
a couple
neat.
of circles and sew them together.
Yep.
I think that's
That'll be-
pretty easy.
Yep. And it's shaped like a hexagon.
It gives me a little bit of quilting vibes though.
Yeah, it does. Then this one is called Enchanted April. And look at all these puff stitches. Popcorn stitches. Wow. That's a lot of work, those popcorn stitches. Let's see here.
I'd rather
Then-
do popcorns than puff stitches though.
Yeah, I would rather do popcorn over puff. You're right about that one. This one's called Vintage Vibes.
Wow.
And the next one is Delightful Dolly.
We got some puff stitches.
Yep. And then we get to borders, which is on the outer perimeter of each one. So they go through different types of borders you can create. And then back here in the back, they have projects like this boho bag, hot pads. So you can, and I have a lot of lily cotton. This book would be great for doing with that. Look at that. Wow. Placemat.
Nice.
Oh, I like this. Wait a minute before we show you this lap blanket. Then we have the summer scarf,
Nice.
Oh,
but this one, look at that. That is gorgeous. It's called the lap blanket. Oh, I want to do that one. That looks like fun.
That one is way too much for me.
I said my
It's
kids
so colorful. I would have a
looked at
blast
it.
with it. It's gorgeous. And then we have the rug.
Okay, I like the rug.
Yeah, and you can use cotton yarn to do that too, and it's be washable, very washable. Then you have leaves and lace blanket.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep. And that's all of it. So yeah. And the other two, I'm just going to mention what they are. This one is more like you can. It's a guide for beginners to advanced, and it has tools in here. It's like the books I showed you the last time, where it goes through the different styles of stitches in here and how to do them. They got very like this is interlac right here, and I find interlac very fascinating actually. But it has picture tutorials all through there walking you through each step. This whole book is like this, just tutorial after tutorial of how to do it. The book is by oh, it doesn't say who it's by. Let me look on the inside and see if it says who the author is. It's produced by Martingale, and damn, this mentions Australia. That's funny. First published in Australia in 2007 by Country Bumpkin Publications, South Australia. And then it was first published in the U.S. in 2008 by Martingale. So I've had this book for quite a while, so it doesn't really have an author on it. And then the other one is like a master class. It
Oh, that's
different
pretty. Pineapple stitch. Oh, that's really pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have a woven crochet. So these are the things this book covers: woven crochet, hairpin lace, tapestry, Aran crochet, interlac, fashion crochet, Tunisian, and I still probably didn't say that right. Filet crochet.
Tunisian.
Yeah, I always have trouble with that word. Double edged crochet, tassels, the bullion stitch, the overlay crochet, bead crochet, bruges crochet, painted crochet, freeform crochet, Irish crochet, and wire crochet. And it basically, I'll just quickly thumb through here for you guys a little bit. Like, yeah, this is hairpin lace, and I haven't learned how to hairpin lace. Any of you ever hairpin laced?
Mm-mm.
This
No.
one is tapestry, where you make a tapestry.
Nice.
Somebody did a Martin Luther King one, looks like.
That's
And then
cool.
beaded tapestry here using beads.
Nice.
Then you have Aran, which Aran crochet is where you put cables within your crocheted piece. So that's why it's called Aran. So it looks like knitting kind of.
Yeah.
Can you see how it's got cables in it?
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then it shows this pullover sweater with the cables in it. And then we have what they call interlac. And interlac's where you're crocheting and never really you're crocheting from one piece to the next where they all attach together. It's hard for me to explain it, but I know how to do it. And I actually
Interlac is kind of a it's a variation of Tunisian.
Yeah.
yeah, it's a lot of fun. I love it because it's quite a challenge. And I actually have a piece over here that I did, and I have never finished it, but I got it. This is lace crochet. Then you have Tunisian. Look at that. Yeah, that right there. Look at that. That is
Nice.
really cool. Let's see. You have fillet crochet or filet crochet, double-ended crochet. Then there's patterns back here. But I wanted to show you the bag because I think the bag is what which is what you see on the front of here. This bag is called, or they did a pillow and a bag out of it. And it's called Overlay Crochet. So let me show. It's a lot like the mandala behind me on the wall.
Oh, that one's really pretty.
That's
Yeah,
intricate. Ain't no
it's a
way.
lot
I'd
like the
never.
one I did behind me. There's lots of overlay involved, just as mine has on the that I have on the wall behind me. So you got this. They did this. They made a bag. Sorry. There we go. And then they also have a pattern for a pillow. Isn't that cool?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
And the rest of the book is just different types of things you can make. So I thought I would share them. I'll post the names of the books along with their ISB numbers underneath the comment or in the comment section below the live. After the live, I'll get them posted. You might still be able to find them at Amazon. I don't know. I haven't took a look to see. Yeah. So let me say hi to everybody in the chat. Robin was the first one in the chat today. All right, and then I'm going to say hi to everybody else. Okay, we have Robin. Hello, hello. Hi, Rita. She was second. And then we have Janet and Cheri. It's good to see you both. And then let me see here. I thought I saw Jody in here. Lisa's in here. Hello, hello. And Homestead. What's your first name, Homestead? Because I'm not sure who you are. We have Lisa, which I already mentioned. Jody's here. Yep. She put a Christmas tree on there. Cool. All right. And let's see who else is in here. We have Benji here. Hello, hello. Hello, Lee. Welcome, welcome. Linda Parsons is here. Marie's here. Welcome. And Mona's here. It's good to see you, Mona. Okay, so I'm going to just do what they're doing. We're going to crochet and talk. So, what's been going on in both y'all's, or Amanda, what's been going on in your world of recent, other than not feeling well?
Well, I finished the poncho the other day, and the advent calendar has been a lot of fun. So it's a gift to me from Lena's Design Rita, which is that she has her own channel, but she and her mom made a calendar for me, and they made one for my mini me also. So there's plenty of fun. I did have a calendar from them last year as well, which everyone thought was a lot of fun to watch me open that. So they had so much fun making it, and everyone enjoyed it last year. So they decided that they wanted to make one this year as well, and it's a lot of fun.
So who did you get the advent calendar from?
Lena's Design Rita. So
Can
that's
you show
another.
people of what it looks like?
I can get the calendar.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Well,
Crocheters
I'm not going to be able to hear you for a brief second. I'm just going to
yeah,
move.
it's fine. We'll wait for you. We're not going anywhere. In the meantime, I'm going to get a pen so I can write down the name of this advent calendar.
There, and I think I might have to do this, change camera angles, because this is my advent calendar.
What did you say the name of it, or who is it by again?
Lena's Design Rita.
Lena?
Yeah, I have the channel linked in underneath my advents, like in when I open these. So
Okay,
yeah, this is what I have left.
Wow, it's becoming a good sized tote, huh?
Well, I put them in the tote. That's just because I wanted to have it somewhere where I could like easily move it around and stuff, or keep everything in place. So yeah, this red bag is for Christmas Eve, the 24th. That's when we celebrate Christmas. Okay. And the bags that these are in, she made the bags. And I have already gotten some bags that was in some of these packages. But as you can tell, there's a mix of size. Some is yarn, some is not. I've had candy.
So, which country did you order that from?
No, Rita made it for me. She lives like in the next city.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
so it's the poncho is for her mom.
Oh, sweet.
So
Nice.
yeah,
That poncho's gorgeous.
so yeah, that's for her mom. I've already made them a poncho each before. A lot of the yarn, like this yarn, the yarn I'm working with right this minute with the trio blanket, that is yarn that I've gotten from them. So, you know, they live really close to me. They've kind of adopted me. Rita doesn't have any kids of her own. So my mini me is her extra grandchild, pretty much. So yeah, they're spoiling us with a lot of things, including yarn and candy. Yep. So they're like family to me now. I met them through YouTube, and now we hang out on a pretty regular basis.
So, do you have any future plans for the new year as far as your channel's concerned and projects?
I have no idea.
Because this is our last 2025 get together.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
I was
I
wondering,
honestly don't know.
have you given any thought of what you want to do?
I just want to try and do stuff on my channel, which has been really difficult these past months. I've been doing odd live streams here and there when I've had the opportunity, but not as much as I had wanted to. Yeah, I just want to do more. I just want to get better. And every time I say that I'm going to do more, I'm going to be doing stuff, I just keep doing the other way around kind of and doing less instead. So that has kind of just affected my mental health a little bit. I had issues in before, but I don't want YouTube to become even, you know, more obligations and stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm just trying to not do that, and that means not setting goals at this point, because every time I try to set a goal, I just keep failing, and that makes it spiraling downwards in, you know, a not good way.
I feel
Mona
you,
says she's got to
Amanda.
go. See you later, Mona. Thank you for dropping in. That well, hopefully everything will slow down a little bit where you feel less, chaos.
Oh, that's just my life. My
And
life
Andy,
is chaos.
yeah, well, we all have a certain amount of it.
Yep.
So Andy, what about you? Have you given any thoughts onto what you want to do next year?
I definitely have to do more tutorials because people keep asking, but I want to do, everybody wants me to teach them how to crochet. So I think I want to do a series on teaching people how to crochet, basic amigurumi.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do mainly. I don't want to really teach people how to crochet other things that I don't usually crochet. Like
That
they
makes
can learn that somewhere else.
Yeah, that makes total sense. That's awesome.
Yeah. But next year, my big plan is I do want to make a book with my little patterns. So that's my goal for next year.
I think you should do that. I know it's going to be consuming for a year or so to get it all off the ground, but um, I mean, the woman who designed um the Sophie's Universe ones, she's done 2 books now, and it takes about a year to get all your stuff compiled together. But that Sophie's Universe one, and the other one's not called Sophie's Universe; it's called something else. Was a year-long project for everybody to crochet along with anyway. So, I
Nice.
hope you can find someone who can help you get the book set up and everything. That would be great. I would buy your book.
Oh, thank you.
I
I'm
love.
That would
And
make
how
me.
about you, Chaunda? What do you, I know? Well, you and I, you have more than one thing going on with ours. But what have you given any thought on what you want to do next year?
I have concepts of a plan. I don't really know yet. This is a rough time for me. That I've struggled with my mental health around this time. So I'm kind of going through some of the same things that Amanda's going through, which is like not setting unreasonable expectations for myself. So I'm just trying to go with the flow a bit. Um, and while I, work through what I'm going through.
Yeah. I usually start feeling what y'all are talking about like 2 or 3 days after New Year's. That's when it starts smacking me in the head. But you know what? I'm happy that Sean and I have something planned already, and Andi, we got to sit down and figure out our little thing we're going to talk about doing together. But these little collaborations, especially if we don't rush through them, I have to say that even though my collaborations has all been a year long, except for two of them, I think, um, it's kept me on track and not burnt out like not having to rush to hurry up and get some because I'm too slow of a sewer. So, you know. Hey, Joyce Hernandez. She says, "Hey, Katie and panel and friends. Uh, I noticed up above that Marie says I'm working on a cross stitch project right now, so I'm just going to listen for a while. Yeah, someone's gonna teach me how to cross stitch this year. I just got to find a small, simple project that they can teach me. And Andi, did you finish your the cross stitch you were working on?
Not yet. I've gotten a bunch more done in the middle, but I'm trying to finish hubby's blanket. I'm on my last skein of this one, and then I just have the border and it's done. So I'm focusing on that, and then I'll finish up the cross stitch. This thing is huge now, but he's like, no, I want you to finish it with all the yarn, but it's already like
Wow.
massive.
Oh yeah,
You'll
it's
be able to
big.
snuggle up in it.
Yeah, he's like, I want to wrap myself around like a burrito.
Great for playing hide and seek.
Exactly.
That's lovely.
So, last ball of yarn.
It's always like that last bit, and you're like, gosh, I want to hurry up and get this done. I've had enough of it, kind of thing.
Yes, this is why I don't make blankets.
You're
And I'm
you're
sitting here making a blanket in a 3.5mm crochet hook.
Absolutely not.
No.
oh my gosh. I'm using a 3.5 needle too, or hook, sorry. But this one's not going to be that big. It's going to be a little small one.
I have a total of 6,000 meters of this really thin yarn for this project.
Wow.
Yeah, no.
You're not jealous, Andi?
No, thank you. I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah.
The poncho was just one skein or one cake of this. I'm using 3 of the exact same kind for this one. So the poncho was 2,000 and this is 3 times 2,000. But the poncho has a lot more intricate details with the pattern and all the stitches. This is just very simple. Just, it's the color that is the fun in this, not the stitches.
Hello, everyone. My name is Katie, and sorry, guys. Hang on. Channel. I hope everybody's been having a lovely day today.
Where is it at? Oh, there it is. Clicking buttons.
Well, I'm trying to find something that I'm going to share with you guys, and I hit the wrong thing. Sorry. It's gone now.
It's usually me who does that. It's usually
Technical
I know
difficulties.
I don't make that mistake, but it's because I started on the wrong end of. I have too many windows open, is what it is. My husband's always like, "You have too many windows running at the same time."
I always have at least 100 windows open.
Yeah, there's like 30 on this browser, and there's 45 on the other one because I run two browsers at the same time.
My
Because
suggestion is to cut that down because I've realized more
it's
than
not
once
possible.
that
I
it
have
is.
tried.
No,
I
but
have-
like it's overdoing my computer to the point where it's affecting my streams. Because you
Oh,
can create lag because the computer can't handle all of that at once. So if you experience issues on the stream, that could be one of the reasons that you have too many tabs open and your computer is being overworked.
Yeah, I don't usually have streaming trouble.
No, I'm
Yeah,
just
I
saying,
never
if
have.
you do, that might be a reason. I'm not saying it is the reason, but it might.
I mean, that would be the first thing I would check though. If I had like lagging issues, the first thing I would do is see what programs I had running. Because not even just too many tabs, if you just have a lot of programs running in general, and
Yeah.
sometimes they're running in the background and you don't see them running and you have to stop the process.
I have a couple of specific tabs that I close because I know that they are extra heavy on my
Yeah.
computer. Like Facebook. Facebook is a stupid thing to have running while you are streaming. Because that
I
one just eats.
I guess I never have that one open, but I do know what you mean. There are certain
Yeah.
programs that really draw a lot of data, which makes me very suspicious of them.
Right.
Okay, so yeah, I was looking for something specific because I'm gonna ask some questions here directly. First, let's talk about the poll that I posted today. I asked, what does SC stand for in a crochet pattern? And I gave 4 options. Option 1 was sample crochet. Option 2 was simple crochet. Option 3 was single crochet. And option 4 was same crochet.
I
4%,
know.
we have 26 votes. And out of 26 votes, 4% voted for sample crochet, 15% voted for simple crochet, and a whopping 81% chose single crochet. Who wants to give the answer?
It's
Amanda.
single crochet, it's a stitch.
Yep. So that's the end of that poll. Now I'm just going to do verbal stuff, I think, and just have everybody give an answer in the chat. You guys ready to play a little, let's see what you know about crochet stuff? And we'll wait. Yeah. Okay. So here's my first question. What yarn is best for crocheting a dishcloth? A, acrylic. B, wool. C, cotton. Or D, nylon. And I'll repeat the question again. What yarn is best for crocheting a dishcloth? A is acrylic. B is wool. C is cotton. And D is nylon. Put your answer in the chat. Hi, Joyce. Yeah, I already said I got you. Okay. Let's see. So let me know which answer you think it is. You guys still with me?
Oh, yes.
We'll see what they have to say for an answer.
It is kind of fun how you did that. You said A for acrylic and C for cotton. So you lined them up
I didn't even
to,
realize
you
I'd
know,
done that.
the same letter, starting letter as the placement.
Yeah, I didn't even realize I'd done that. That's funny.
You know, earlier when oh, the dog's trying to get in. Earlier when we were introducing ourselves, the cat was trying to play with the yarn.
Oh boy.
But now she took over the peep.
No one wants to answer? Because so far,
Oh, there's plenty of answers.
Oh, then I'm lagging. Because I forgot.
Those
I know. Okay, so let me hang on a second. It's because I forgot to set my chat to live.
Oh,
Okay, so we have Patty G. Hey, Patty G, it's good to see you. Sewing Wolf's here. People came in, I didn't even see we're here. Sewing Wolf's here. Darlene's here. Quilting On's here. Good to see everyone. Okay, so sewing. Yo, Patty G says cotton. Sewing Wolf says C, which is cotton. Darlene says C. Joyce says C. Cheri says C. Sewing Wolf says nylon for a scrubby. And Linda says C. Which one of you ladies want to answer that question?
C.
Yep, it would be cotton.
my mom does prefer to not use plain cotton. She likes cotton linen mixes.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
cotton.
that works good for dishcloths as well.
Wow, that's interesting. I didn't know there was such a thing as cotton linen.
Yep.
What, isn't linen a type of cotton anyway?
No,
Who
linen is
have a
a
brand called Kotlin. I don't remember who that was, but the brand the yarn was the name of the yarn was Kotlin. I don't remember who had that.
Isn't it KC?
I can't remember who was the manufacturer. I just remember the name of the yarn was Kotlin, and it was a blend of cotton and linen.
I
Probably
thought
not something I see all the time,
Linda,
but it's out there.
Linda says C as well. So yep, all of y'all got the answer right.
cotton is the fluff that is left after a plant has bloomed. It's like the seed and whatever leftovers. And linen is made out of the stalks of a different type of plant. It's like it's a flower, but you use the stalks or like the stem. And cotton is like the flower bud that's bloomed out. But it's two different plants.
That's interesting. Most interesting. Okay, so our next question. Oh boy, I found a mistake too. Uh-oh. Too late. Nothing I can do about it. What section of a crochet hook determines the size of the hook? So hang on a second.
Where on the hook do you measure to figure out the size of the hook?
Yeah, so here's your hook. Mine's small, I'm sorry. But it wants to know what section of the hook determines the size of the hook. Is it the head, which this is the head, up here on the top? Is it the shank? Is it the throat? Or is it the handle? So option A is head, B is shank, C is throat, and D is handle. Oh, one of these questions is silly.
Did you come up with them yourself or did you find some questions
I
somewhere?
found it's the little question thing I found.
Hmm.
I didn't have time to think about creating one myself. Next time I go to the States, I'm gonna see if I can find crochet flashcards though, and quilting flashcards. I think those would be fun.
That would be fun.
Yeah. Okay, so Linda is wait. Patty says the head. Sorry. Patty says the head, which is A. I have this itchy nose. Y'all, the wind is blowing and it's got my allergies in overdrive. The only downside is me trying to do it this way. I have my chat in a different spot. You can't see what I'm doing. So Patty says A, which is the head. Joyce says A, which is the head. Darlene says A, which is the head. Everybody's saying head. I just looked it up and it was wrong, said Patty G. So what's the answer? One of you ladies would like to answer that.
Well, I would say the neck, but you had different terminology of what you were saying. But you measure down here. This is where you measure on the crochet hook because the heads can have different shapes and they can have different, yeah, there's so many things that can differ with a hook, but it's down here where you measure on your crochet hooks, which means that if you have these gauge measure things that you can use to measure your knitting needles, the ones with the holes in it, so you're supposed to punch your knitting needles in it to see which size it fits into. You cannot do that with crochet hooks because the crochet hook head form or shape could be different, so you can't even get it into the hole. There's like a gauge measurement thing that looks like it has these like bump, or like you can put it in different shape sizes like this. That's the type of measurement thingy-majig that you need to measure on a crochet hook to get the actual measurements. You could also just measure the straight over diameter of this part here. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's called the shank.
Yeah.
And Joyce got the answer too. She said shank. I know some people call it the neck too, so. It's always interesting with these crochet hooks. It seems like over time they, when I first, like my first crochet hook has a letter on it. But you look at this one here, and this one has a letter on it too, but some of my hooks don't have letters. They just have millimeters on them.
You know what that has to do with? That has not anything to do with if it's old or new. It has to do with the manufacturer because there's different standards in different places of the world. So it depends on where it's manufactured, what that
Yeah,
company, what they're like doing.
Yeah. I noticed some of the hooks I bought here in Greenland, they all have millimeters on them and no letters.
Yeah.
I need to get some more to drink, guys.
It's okay. I stole some Hershey Kisses from my husband.
Boy, what I wouldn't do to have some chocolate right now.
Why'd you have to steal it?
Because I got them for him.
Well, isn't that the point with hubby? What's his is yours and what's yours is yours. Isn't that the thing? So you didn't technically steal it. You just went to
Exactly.
get what was yours.
That's funny. Oh my goodness.
I bought these for you, but I'm taking them.
Yes.
I got him 2 bags, so.
Like
Even
sometimes
better.
when I make Nikolai's plate, when we have dinner or something, and and he doesn't always, a lot of times he finishes before I do. And then other times, like if I'm really, really hungry, I'll finish before him and I'll walk by and snatch something off his plate.
Hmm.
She is right according to Google, says Patty G. Hey, Laura Sup, how are you? She says she's having internet issues today, but we'll be listening. I think I saw that Teresa Louise was having issues too today with her live. She's in Idaho and she's been having trouble too. But from what I saw, the weather over there off the west up north is going to get lots of derechos going on. No, atmospheric rivers. So it's going to be dumping tons of rain on them over there. I just want the wind to stop blowing here so my nerves will get settled.
Right.
Because right now my nerves are frazzled. That's why I can't think very good today. That
And the wind is helping with that, or like not helping, but making it worse, I guess.
Yeah, the wind is aggravating it. I was over it 4 days ago, and we're in day 7. And then something today happened that got me upset. So there it's not helped it much. So a lot of times it affects. I can't think straight because my chimes have been going nonstop for 7 days now.
Gotcha.
Because the wind is coming from the southeast, which I hate to see what kind of condition the ice cap's getting out of this. I noticed someone posted pictures yesterday from down by our town square, and it looks like the sea levels is back up again.
Is that a good or a bad thing?
When we had that super moon, it flooded all the way up into town square and up. The river was so swollen, which comes from the mouth of our lake. And so areas of the harbor was where you would never see water over the top of. It was over the top of. It was crazy. So there was flooding, and it wasn't just us that had flooding. Everybody down here in South Greenland had flooding, and Sissymoot, which is off the more north of the Arctic Circle, off the west coast, it flooded, and a couple other places up there flooded because it was just high tide and too much water, I guess. Plus the wind. The wind just hasn't let up. Every time you think it's going to be done, it's like taking 5-minute break and start again. And our house feels like a sauna right now. So and opening windows just creates this vacuum effect inside our house. So it makes the doors vibrate. It's just crazy.
Well, I wouldn't mind if you send some heat into my apartment, but I would also love some snow. Can you provide me with that? Because I
No,
would love to
there's
have
not a bit of,
some.
we have zero snow right now.
Oh.
I don't even know if we're going to have a white Christmas at this rate.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have a white Christmas.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're all going to get our butts kicked in January by snow.
Usually the thing.
Either January or February, and then it'll linger all the way into March.
The way it's looking here, we're probably going to get snow all the way through July.
Really?
Yeah, usually when the snow starts late, it goes late.
That's interesting. Laura says, I'm in Arizona, so not a weather issue, just the internet provider. Okay. And then Laura says, I often have problems when our humidity is higher and the dew point is higher. I've had a migraine most of the day. Yeah, I had a headache, but headache's better right now. I took an anti-inflammatory to help with it.
Yeah, I had that vertigo for 2.5 days. It messed me up pretty bad.
Hey, do you think you're sensitive to the magnetic disturbances from the CMEs?
Oh, yeah.
Because I think that's what's causing me to have headaches.
Hey, Amanda, I heard you mention earlier about blocking.
Yes.
Haven't Now I've never blocked anything in my life.
Okay.
So my question is, so I get the concept of blocking it, but then w wouldn't you have to reblock it every time you laundered the garment?
That
No,
totally depends on what it is, why you
Okay,
block it, and how you block it. Um, Something that might have to be reblocked is natural fibers like cotton, linen, some wool fibers might, have a good thing being blocked. Um, but it depends a bit of how you use things and why you block them. Because the reason I'm gonna block the poncho, I get it out just so that we can have it for reference.
yeah, because
This poncho is acrylic,
okay,
and for acrylic yarn to keep its shape when you block them, you need to steam block them. If you just wet acrylic, nothing's going to happen to it because it's a synthetic fiber.
yeah.
correct,
So what heat does, that makes it stay in place, because if you heated it up, it's still going to be that unless you like wash it really, really warm. But with the steam, it's really hot. But what I will do with this, I'm going to pin it up on my blocking mats. You can see the difference here. I'm not doing anything at all now. It's just laying here. And when I pin it, you can see the pattern kind of popping through where there's like holes. You see a little bit more, something going on. And
right,
that's the point of blocking this fabric. I want it to be a little bit more stretchy, but also drapey, because that also helps. If you have something that you want to be drapey, when you block it, you will definitely get it more drapey. You can sometimes, block a blanket just to get it more squared up if you feel like it's a little bit not squared. But mostly with garments, you want them more drapey. And once you've done that once, you kind of get the stitches loosened up or like evened out. Because with tension, your stitches can be a little bit different in size.
yes,
With blocking, you kind of even that out a little bit, especially if you're doing that with knitted garments or knitted fabrics, that the stitches kind of gets a little bit more evened out. And once you've already done that once, you don't have to redo it for that reason. Yes, of course, with some fabrics like cotton and wool can sometimes be very, well, when you wash them, they can want to like shrink up a little bit, but they never shrink up as much as before they were blocked.
okay, all right, because I've got this, because I make this wrap, it's out of cotton,
Yeah.
And I know I need to block it because I've got some curling going
Yeah.
on one of the edges.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to block it, but I don't know if I should launder it and then block it, or just block it and that's it. And then what
I
instructions
only
I should
block
give to the
it
person that
stuff.
I'm
I just pin them and block them. I
okay.
don't pre-wash them or anything like that.
Okay.
So I don't think you should have to do that. But also, in this case, you're talking about a curling issue.
Yes.
With blocking, you're gonna tame the curling issue, but it might be slightly curly, not as much if you wash it and then afterwards. Like if you put it down to dry flat, and just like make sure that it is laying flat, what the washes after it's been blocked, it shouldn't be as bad as it has been,
Okay.
as it was first made. And if you feel like that particular piece is curling more than you want to, well, of course, reblock it, but it shouldn't have to do that. And with a shawl like that, how often would you wash it?
Right, right,
Most of
right.
the time you can like, oh, I've worn it a couple of times, well, hanging up to like air it out a little bit unless you spilled something on it. Like you don't really have to wash stuff unless you made them really dirty. You can like shake them off or hang them out to just like air vent if they, it has a funky smell because I was wearing it while I was sweaty.
Okay.
It usually, I don't know, especially with shawls, I don't see a need to wash them very often. Like if it's a top or a cardigan, yeah, maybe more often. Um, but that's also a fabric that's being moved around and not like supposed to lay flat on your table. When you wear something, of course, it's going to stretch when you wear it. Just think about a new pair of jeans. When you wash them, they get tighten up, and then you wear them a couple of days and they're like nice loose fit. And every time you wash them, they shrink up a bit. But that sorts itself out after a couple of days. So I guess it depends on the fabric and how you want it to be. If you
Okay.
really feel like, oh, I need to block this every time I washed it,
Laura
it can
says
happen.
Laura says she recently talked to her niece and she talked to her niece and sister into trying crochet. It's a fantastic way to relax and reduce stress.
Very
And
true.
then and Quiltanon says we have not had significant snow yet. It's been so warm. And Laura says she's very sensitive to weather conditions. She also said that she's been crocheting for 57 years. Girl,
Ow.
you got more on me than me. I have 53, I think, now. She says, "Yep, I'm old. I learned to crochet when I was about 4 years old. My dear grandma taught me and my cousin. I think she needed to help us out of mischief." I was 11 when my aunt introduced me to it. So subtract 11 off of 63, and that's how long I've been crocheting.
I do too.
Oh, thank you, Laura. Katie, I enjoy your crochet lives as much as your quilty lives. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you for the super chat. Saving up all my super chat money and stuff for some hardware. Hopefully, when I get ready to go to the States, I'll have enough to do what I need to do while I'm there. We're
Nice.
going to improve. I want to try to improve the viewing experience.
Do you have anything special on your like wish list of things you want to upgrade?
I currently I have a Canon camera that I still need to get some more parts for. That'll probably be part of what I use. I just need to figure out what I'm going to do about um the camera getting hot. I mean, I'm using a cell phone right here for this one where my hand, right here, where you see my hand. That is an old cell phone, and when you touch it, it is hot right now.
Yep.
So I need to work out that little problem. And the other is I have already ordered a few odds and ends of things to help with when I do get everything set up, and I have to buy a new laptop. Gonna do that, and I'm still debating on whether I want to. I'm going to get another camera definitely, but to help with when Nikolai's live with us too, so we can attach it to the desktop because the desktop doesn't have a camera. And so we've been using his cell phone for that over there, and we want to try to improve that too, so you can see and hear him better. And I'm debating on whether to spend money on an expensive mic where we could just hang it from the ceiling, and that way it could pick up both what he says and I say without any feedback. But gosh, the ones that are so expensive, I don't know if I want to pay what they want for them or not.
Well, I get that. I just got an early Christmas present, so I just got a new camera. The one that you see my face on is a new camera.
Nice.
And the other camera, well, you can see it. It's here. That one, this one is just in my face. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna, sort stuff out, but it is here. And you see my hands. That kind of feels like the more important part. And I also, since I just got the other camera the other day, I'm debating whether I should switch place because the new one has a way better quality camera than this one. And if it's just my face up in the corner like I have right now, it doesn't really matter if you can see really good, clear picture. When I do my face on big screen and do stuff, well, of course, that makes a difference. But this is not a bad camera either. The old camera that I have. So I have 3 cameras, but yeah, the old one, that one's no. But yeah, I just got this. Like, this is the second time I'm using my new camera.
Well, it's
haven't figured
good.
stuff out yet.
And I also want to figure out, I know a lot of people use headsets, but I cannot stand headsets on my head.
Me either.
I don't like them on my ears is what the problem is. I have earbuds. Actually, I bought a pair of earbuds that I could wear on an airplane that fit my small ear canal, but I haven't been able to sync it with this laptop for some weird reason. I mean, it's Bluetooth. It should sync with my laptop, but it won't. So I'm probably going to look for a different set that I can use, if I want to, put earbuds in, I can, because I just think that would improve the experience. The biggest complaint I have about my videos is when I watch them on the TV, they are not as nice. They look good on this monitor in front of me, but when the minute you put it on the big screen, it's different.
Well, I don't have any
Probably
speakers.
trying to upconvert the image.
Do what now?
I said your TV might be trying to upconvert the image
Probably because
for higher resolution.
sometimes sometimes it looks blurry, and I have to downgrade it. I don't know what it's called, but the resolution part of it, I guess.
Yeah.
Because we have a fancy Samsung. It's an older Samsung, but it's still a fancy one. Now they got even fancier ones. They had a 96-inch Samsung TV in the store. And I'm like, who has a house big enough for one of those? TV. I know, 96 inch, the one we have in our bedroom, 60. I think that was a 65-inch, I think. And that's pushing it. We don't have a huge house. I think a 96-inch would be great if you have a room that you turned into a theater or something.
Right.
I have a whooping 45-inch TV that I got used from a friend that I had it for several years, and then I've had it for quite some time now, so it is old as I don't even know. There's nothing fancy about that at all.
Yeah, this is like a 22-inch.
Hey, Stacy. Stacy says to Andi, you must either be a real witch performing magic or I'm your Jason. Oh, my goodness. And then we got Marcy in here. Hello, hello. what are all of you crocheting? I'm working on a pattern from Attic 24, and I'm using different colors that mimic what northern lights would look like from the sky. So that's what I'm doing. And Andi, you can tell them what you're doing, and so can Amanda and Chaunda.
I started an Attic 24 blanket as well, but I'm not working on that today because I am needing to get my Christmas gifts completed. So I am working on a poncho.
Y'all want to see something funny? Look what Nikolai brought home from Sissy Moot.
Oh yeah, right.
He brought home 2 of them. Oh,
I'm working on a trio blanket in 3 different yarns, and they're all like ombre and changing colors. So it's all like a big long gradient. You can see the most recent color changes here, but the only one that's really noticeable is the one with the dark blue. But the green and this like I don't know, would you say that this is like a mauvish color? It's going more to a like purpley.
it could be either mauve or maybe a salmon color, maybe.
I was thinking like maybe dusty rose.
Yeah,
This
Yeah.
one.
that would look
But
Dusty
you can see
rose.
that it's a little bit more purpley on this one compared to that one. But next to the blue ones, the green and the pinkish purple ones don't really look like they're changing colors. The green one is going from like a well, the green one actually changed color down here, but it's going from like a slightly more yellowy green to a more bluey green. So it's like very, very barely noticeable difference.
Let's see. Laura says my father lives with us and would definitely want to watch football on a giant screen. And then Cynthia says, "Hi, Katie and everyone. I'll be listening to Convo, but I can't watch. If I do, I want to crochet too. No time for that right now," she says. And then Laura says, "Hi, Chaunda. I've been trying to catch up on everyone's channel. You're on the top of my list."
You haven't missed anything, Laura. I haven't posted anything.
Speaking of channels, let me share all 3 of our guest channels too. So let's see, we got Chaunda's, and then I'll share Scraptastics, and then let's see if the bot wakes up or not. Here they come. Let's see, and then we have Andi's, which is yeah. If you haven't been to their channels, the links are coming up here back to back. One of them didn't show up. Which one didn't come up?
I see all 3.
I don't see yours. Oh, there it is. I see it now. It just was delayed a bit. Because I put, yeah,
It
it's there.
worked.
I see it now. Marcy says, I made 10 blankets that I started back in May. I have about 4 more that I need to finish. Don't know if I will get them done. Wow, you're on a roll.
Yeah.
As a Christmas presents.
Laura says, Chaunda, I absolutely love your unboxings and everything else. Yeah, I love Chaunda's channel too.
Thank you, Laura. That's very sweet.
Hey, Dubrovka, how are you? She says, hello, Katie and everyone. Nice to see you all. Did you finish the movie? Still watching it? I think. Oh, okay. Because I thought that one movie was like 3 hours long.
Nope. I'm going to the bar.
Have fun. Don't get too drunk.
Oh.
He's taking the dog with him. So, yeah, it's a joke between us.
Oh,
That doesn't have to mean anything.
Yeah, he don't drink. That's why it's such a joke. Because he doesn't drink much. And definitely wouldn't go to a bar to do it.
Yup, it's just a joke. I'm taking a little one out.
Yeah, it's a joke. Because when they go into port, he's the only one that doesn't go drinking.
The fun part of that is I would totally, I know someone that does take the dog out for a walk and often ends up at the neighbors and always comes home slightly tipsy or worse.
Yeah.
But that's just like a thing. You know,
Yeah.
take the dog out and end up at the neighbors and then just like, oh, there's one beer or there's something else or yeah, no, like so I definitely see that happening because I've seen it up close and personal because my dad has a tendency to do that when he takes the dog out, especially on Fridays.
Yeah. You will never see Nikolai do that. If he's going to do it drinking, he's going to do it here at the house.
Yeah.
But when the ship goes into port, you know, most of the crew will bail. And when they come back, all of them are drunk. The only one not drunk on board is Nikolai. And it's like he gets to tote the load when they're like that. Because it's dangerous to be intoxicated while you're operating machinery.
Oh yeah, that is very true. But also like on a ship, it's easy to slip and fall down in the ocean if you're
Oh, yeah.
not careful.
Oh.
I feel like I'm crocheting this a little bit tight, but I know it'll be fine.
You need to loosen up a bit.
Do it or loose. Hooker.
Loosey goosey. Yeah. For some reason, I have it a little tight right now, but it'll lay
You
back
know
down.
why that could happen?
Probably because I have tension in my head right now.
Oh yeah, that could be a thing. Like if you're angry, if you're tired, if you know, there's plenty of things that can affect your tension. So yeah, for sure. Maybe you need to just let your hook loose for a bit and shake your shoulders.
It's like,
Shake you loose a little bit. Yeah, do the chicken dance. We cannot do the chicken dance to loosen up.
because I'm just tense today. Like I said, I'm like I had enough of the wind. It's just working my nerves. I can't block it out. I've tried. Every time I hear it shake the house. And Nora's been hilarious about it. She's like, the wind is teasing her nose. So she thinks she needs to go follow whatever it is she smells.
Oh,
Ain't
yeah.
that right, little Miss Nosy Butt. You want to say hi to everybody? Come here.
Aw.
Hey, Nora.
Hi, Nora.
Keep talking to her.
How you doing? You're a cutie pie.
Big puppy.
Did you have your egg today?
Look at those ears.
Say hi to them. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Look at the tail. Look at that tail go. You're such a cutie. Aw. The kitty thought I was talking to her.
Wait a minute. Don't you jump out of my arms. I don't want you to hurt yourself. Wait, Nora. Please wait.
There was a bar. Go home.
There was what?
A brawl in the bar.
Nikolai says there was a brawl at the bar, so he had to come home. Oh,
Do you want to say hi?
these colors look really good, don't you think so?
Mm-hmm.
The kitty wanted to say hi now.
Meow meow.
Hey, kitty. What's her name?
Cinder.
Hey, Tinder.
Hello, Cinder Kiki.
I'm allergic to cats. Highly allergic to cats.
I am too, but not her at all.
Really?
Oh, weird. Yeah, we went to the pound or the Humane Society to check it out. And I've been petting her and touching her. Any other cat I'm around, if I pet him or touch him, I immediately swell up and my nose starts running. My hands will swell. Not her at all.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she is so sweet.
Oh, I forgot to mention because who mentioned it to me about someone mentioned, oh, Cheri. Y'all, Tammy from the Siberian Wind hit her 1K milestone last night.
Nice.
Yeah, she finally hit her 1K. Now we got to get Danny from Sonata Expert to that 1K mark.
How
He's
exciting.
800, I think Danny's channel's at 813 or something like that.
Very cool. Oh, I got hiccups now. Sorry.
Aren't you getting closer to your 5K?
Yes.
I thought you were. It looked like you were getting pretty close. You were knocking on the door. Hey, Teresa Louise, I've been missing you, girl.
Hi, Teresa.
She says, hello, our power is out. Have the generator up and running. A power pole went down between me and the neighbors. That's what happened to your live. Because I'm like, because I was watching her live and you could see it buffering. And I'm like, uh-oh, something happened. Because normally she'd be right back and she didn't come back.
We
I'm like,
used to lose power all the time. Like it was a regular occurrence. And then a few years ago they built they were there was a space that they were talking about putting a park in, and they ended up putting in like an electric, I don't know what you call it, but an
grid.
electrical grid facility or something.
Mhm.
And ever since they put that in, we don't lose power anymore.
Well, the interesting thing is we never lose power no matter how bad the weather is.
We
It's,
definitely lose power like all the time. It didn't even
yeah,
have like if it was a rainstorm, we would lose power. I mean, it was never like super long, a couple hours maybe. I think if we got snow, I think the most was like 2 days, 2 or 3 days was I think the most. But it was pretty common for the power to go out, but now if it does, it just flashes for like 2 seconds and it's right back.
yeah. In
So,
Florida, it
question,
would go out all
Katie.
the time. Huh?
So, question with that in mind, because I know that in the US, it seems to be very popular to have power poles, like have the power, wires and whatnot in the air. How is that on Greenland?
Some of the area, like we're down here by the lake, and I think maybe this might be a portion of the older part of the town. So it has raised power lines, but wherever a pole is at, the lines go from underneath at the base of the pole. The rest of the lines are underground or in a casing above the ground that goes to our houses. So there's no line between us and the pole. Up on the mountain, on the other hand, everything is under the ground up there. So it's interesting. The newer portions of the town are all buried. But these lines here, I have never seen them get ripped up. When the wind is as bad as it is right now, you could go stand outside and you can hear the electrical lines singing. It makes sounds. It's a
Huh.
strange thing.
Okay, because since you're saying that you don't have really issues with the power going out and
And we
whatnot,
never
that's why
do.
I got curious because we have pretty much everything buried here.
Yeah, we never have. I mean, I've been here for 14 years, and I think I've only experienced 3 power outages, and that was because they were doing something that where they had to turn it off.
Mm. Well, yeah, scheduled maintenance can do something like that for
But
sure.
we do have a backup generator in town, and it's a big, huge ship engine.
Mm.
I've actually seen it, and it's beautiful engine because it looks like it's never been used in its life. But they run it every so often, make sure everything works on it. But they keep that thing in pristine condition, and it can generate the whole town.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That is cool.
so that's their backup plan because our electricity comes from hydropower.
I need to have my generator serviced. Now that we no longer use power, I haven't used the generator in years now, so I need to have somebody look at it and service it and make sure it's still running all right.
That's probably a good idea, actually.
Hey, I'll be
I
right
thought
back.
about selling it, but then I see how much they cost now. I'm like the price of generators have skyrocketed since I last bought mine. And I bought mine during a snowstorm when we were out of power. So I had
Yeah.
paid $1 for it at the time. And now it's like it costs twice what I paid for it. And so it's like I don't quite want to get rid of it, but we'll see.
Um. Oh, there's some comments in the chat too. Katie, were you on William's channel last night? It was too late for me. His channel is a lot of fun. I was there for a little while last night, probably about an hour of it, maybe 2 hours of his live. I was watching him from my TV, so I wasn't commenting all that much because I had my laptop in the bedroom too, because I have to move this whole menagerie when I want to sit. I was editing videos last night because I'm working on some pre-records that I'm like way behind on. And then Chris says, "Wow, I assumed weather." Wait.
I'm guessing the power outage that ended her stream.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then Teresa says, "Ours goes out all the time." And then Robin says, "Gas in the lines turns to shellac." Uh-oh. That doesn't sound promising.
Yeah, that's why I want to have it serviced and make sure everything is all right.
I told Nikolai we should consider having us a backup generation. You know, a small one just in case. Like sometimes we have this house is there's two sides to this house. A portion of the house on this side, which is that there's a wall here from where I'm at, that's concrete all the way across. That part of this house is the original part of the house that was built in 1962. So part of the kitchen and part of this living room are part of the original part of the house. Everything from that wall this way is new. So sometimes we'll have something trigger knock out the whole power on this side of the house. And we have to replace some with fuses. It'll blow a fuse.
Too many things at once.
This time it was triggered because no, I don't know why it triggers. It just every now and then it does it. One year it was the boiler that caused it, and it shut the whole side of our house down.
Well, it sounds like it's too many things on not enough fuses. It should be spread out on more, and then it's not as high pressure on whatever fuse is blowing.
And then the time before that, it was the electric line that goes from from out here. No, it was the water thing. We have a big, huge. We have a water line down here that's up above the ground, but it's big. The pipe, you'd think it's this enormous pipe, but what it is the outer layers are insulated, and then in between the actual water pipe and that insulation is electrical system that keeps the water from freezing. And then we're connected by something similar that runs down from that under the ground and then through the basement of our house. And it is shorted out one summer, and it took all of our electricity out with it on this side of the house. So this side of the house is sensitive for some strange reason.
Well, I have one perk with living in the type of apartment that I live in. If we have a power outage, we still have heating because the heating is separate, and whatever pumping the system of that is not here locally because we have a heating. It is like a town-wide heating system, so it's actually like we have a heating plant that is heated up by burning old garbage, so that is warming up the whole city. Burnt, garbage. That is what we use to heat our apartments and such. So and warm water.
Do they have pollution from that?
No.
Okay, so it's clean energy then?
Yeah, it's pretty clean. They clean it somehow. It's just, yeah, it's not as bad as it could be. We are really good at recycling here. So yeah, whatever is burned is the type of trash that can't be recycled. Like we recycled everything, and it's pretty much just the stuff that can't be recycled, like diapers and stuff with like mixed like mixed materials that can't be separated. Like here we have milk boxes. They're made out of carton, and then we have the lid, which is plastic, so everyone's supposed to remove the plastic lid and put that in a separate bin, and then the carton in a separate bin. So all of that is just recycled So we really have to like split everything up. The only thing like paper-wise that I throw in the trash is the envelopes that has a little window of plastic on them. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know what
Yes.
you mean.
Where you can see your address in it. That's the only type of paper that I can throw in the garbage that's being incinerated. Because they can't apparently, like, that messes up the paper recycling stuff, and that is not considered plastic.
Hey Zaza, welcome, welcome. Teresa says they have 3 generators just in case. Laura says she lives in Arizona and rarely has power outages, but they do have them and they use their generator every now and then. Hey, and then Joyce says, be back in a bit. Got to go watch Donna Handmade My Ying. I didn't know she had a live on Tuesdays. Does she? And then Laura says, Joyce, have fun. I'll watch later. And then Teresa says, you should turn the fuel off and then let it run until the lines run out. That helps keep the fuel line clean. Yeah, our boiler runs off of fuel. But when the power goes out, because we have a computer system attached to our boiler system because we have heated flooring. And so there's a computer system sitting out in that boiler room. So when the power goes down, it takes everything with it. That's the downside to having heated flooring. But I don't mind. It does keep our house very warm.
Another random fact when it comes to Sweden and recycling, we actually import garbage from other countries because our recycling facilities are so upscaled that we don't even create enough garbage to support our own systems. So we import garbage.
That's truly amazing.
Wow.
That's ranks in the top 5 of best places to live.
UK is one of the places that exports a lot of garbage to us. So a lot of garbage is moved from the UK to here.
Send us your garbage.
Laura says it's not a normal day for Donna. It's part of the quiltmas. Okay, because I was thinking, wait, is I try not to do anything that runs into someone else's life. Not if I can help it anyway.
It's always hard.
Yeah, it's hard. It's getting harder because there's more and more creators now that I know.
Yeah, you get to know more and more people the longer you're here, for sure.
Yep, definitely.
But it is a big enough platform for everyone.
Yeah, sometimes it's just unavoidable. You can't do anything about it.
Yep. But also, like, some people can only be there at certain times, and you know, when you can do it, you got to do it.
I think I found my little hole in the wall, you know, when it comes to the regular lives I do.
Yeah.
Because I don't like going live late my time because I get tired. Even though I'm a night owl. Now sometimes I'll do random lives because I can't sleep. But whatever it is I'm working on, it's something I don't have to think about when I'm doing the live. But if it's a teaching thing I'm trying to do, I do it while I'm still fresh, and that's why I schedule it for the time I do, so that I'm not totally worn out.
Exactly.
You, Andi, are amazing because you go every darn day.
I try.
Miss Energetic over there.
Not really. I'm kind of boring.
I don't think you're boring.
Oh, I think I am.
Those little critters you make are amazing.
Well, thank you.
I just can't get over how beautiful that native dog turned out.
Oh, yeah.
No.
It's gorgeous. You know, I should get you to make one that looks like a Greenlandic with Greenlandic national suit on it.
Aw.
I think that would be really cool if you could do it like that. I'll have to show you a picture of the native suit so you can see if you think it's possible to do an imitation of it or not.
Okay.
Because I think that would be really cool.
You know me, I like to try things.
Yep.
I didn't think that one would turn out as good as it did, so I'm very
It did. It's beautiful. I bet you the person that you're making it for is going to be happy with it.
yeah, she said she liked it. So
Yeah, it looks wonderful. It really does look like a native doll.
yeah.
Laura says, Katie, you're always respectful of others, and I appreciate that. Thanks for saying that. I appreciate that. Laura says, can someone send their extra energy to me? I'm having a hard time this year finding my creativity. Yeah, we got to get your mojo back, Laura. That's something we're going to have to help you with.
Well, it's a struggle, Laura. It is a struggle. Believe me.
Well, I
Yeah.
see one perk with this, seeing, this year is almost ending. So,
Yep.
New year, new energy very soon, hopefully. But, there's always something positive.
Yep,
Right.
definitely. Hey, babe,
Hmm?
are you getting hungry? We have leftovers, but we need more pasta. Maybe you could make the pasta.
Pasta la vista.
Hasta la vista.
Yeah.
Pasta la vista.
Yeah, I went out there real quick and Jason was making some beef red chili and I had to taste it. That's why it took me so long. I was like, oh, this is so good.
Yeah. What I did last night is I had bought 3 packs of cherry tomatoes because I've been figuring out how to take cherry tomatoes to make my own red sauce.
Yeah.
And so I got the baseline made, and then I was my oven's down, so I'm having to use butter to fry the chicken legs and thighs with because I was incorporating it into the red sauce, and I needed to pre-cook part of it because I don't want blood in my red sauce, So it ended up being a big production, but it was so good, and it was like, if I'd had enough room, I probably could have sit there and grazed on it all night long.
That sounds good.
You see, I'm getting pretty good with how I'm doing it. I'm mastering it now. Now I think this summer I'm going to try to see how many tomato plants I can squeeze in that room in there in the window, and grow a bunch of cherry tomatoes and turn them all into sauce.
I love cherry tomatoes.
I do too. I could eat them right off the vine. That's one problem about growing tomatoes is eating them off the vine before you ever get to use them for anything else.
Yeah, the dogs like to eat them off the vine too.
Yeah, Nora loves tomatoes.
Yep.
You want to stick your head around here and say
Yeah.
hi? No?
Ready for Thursday?
Yeah, you're going down, Nico.
I mean,
The challenge is on between the two of them.
Yep.
Did you guys see my cute little thumbnail I made? If you haven't seen the thumbnail I made for their challenge, y'all got to go see it. It's cute.
What's the challenge?
Who can finish their Lego kit first?
Do they have the same?
Yes.
They do. And they both have, and what's hilarious about this whole thing is they both have backup Legos to go too.
I'm even taking off my nails. I'll be prepped. Maybe. I might not.
That is definitely like tossing like throwing the glove what is it? Taking the gloves off. Yeah, taking the gloves off and being like ready.
What did you say, Chaunda?
I didn't say anything.
I thought you did. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be. I told Nicola, I said I get to sit on my butt and watch y'all do all the work. I'll deal with the chat. See, this is yeah. Okay, so this is what they're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Okay.
cute.
But look at here. He's Mr. Let's really push it.
Yeah, look at all those extra ones.
It's like talk about overage. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be fun. They're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Laura says, it's been a difficult, yeah, it has. And I wish I could hug you because I know you could use some hugs. She's looking forward to a new beginning in 2026. Yes, indeedy.
Ah,
So, Andi, besides your book, Have you figured out if you're going to create some new creatures while you're at it?
Oh yeah.
Time for you to make a dragon.
Oh yeah. I made quite a few dragons. I have to make Michael the one dragon he wants. But I make different sizes. I still have a bunch. Only 2 big ones right now. I need to make some more big ones for my February show.
Mm-hmm.
It's either February or March, I can't remember. But I do need to crochet some more dragons for the show coming up. The show I usually do in January, they actually canceled it. So they're not going to be doing it anymore. So I get it like a month off.
Is it because there's not enough people, or did you find out why?
They never said why, but I think it was because there wasn't enough interest in it, so they just decided not to do that.
That sucks. So what are you going to do?
I'm just gonna take the month off. I'm like, yep, nice.
You're
Nice
gonna
work,
crochet
Marty.
some extra so you have an extra stash for whatever.
Yeah, create enough for a little mini store.
Right.
It made it a digital version of a hotel with 30,000 pieces.
What?
Yeah,
That's how much it ended up with?
yeah.
So he's been learning how to use the Lego software to build kits. So he was working on this hotel. He just told me it turns out that it has 30,000 pieces in it. That is going to be one big
That's crazy.
30,000 pieces.
With a helicopter and a limo in it too.
You went on that one, I can tell you that. You're getting the hang of that software, aren't you?
Yep.
Did you make a quilt for Katie yet? Like a Lego quilt?
Uh,
That is the make.
I told him what we are to do is create a because he's got the software. We could create the kind where you can mount them on the walls, like his Rolling Stones tongue one, and
Yeah.
do quilt blocks like Barn Star blocks, but do them as Lego kits, and then see if we can see if Lego will accept it as a kit that you can buy. Because I think that would be fun making Barn Star
Yeah.
Lego pieces that you could put on the wall.
You could have that as a backdrop behind you.
Yeah. Well, that's not going anywhere. I thought about moving it when we do get moved back into the craft room. I thought about moving it, but I got to looking at the ceilings because the ceilings is even lower than these are. And I'm like, I don't know that I want that so close to the floor. So I'm probably just going to leave it right there where it's at.
Well, you're just gonna have to make another one, Katie.
Yeah. Maybe one not as big.
Yeah.
Because that one's 120 centimeters across. That's not counting the hula hoop and all of that.
Right.
Because I used 1.5 hula hoops to mount it. Had to go to the United States just to find hula hoops that I could bring home. They had that. I don't remember where I bought it at, but they came in a box kit where they were wound up small. So when I brought them home, I had to lay them out so that they would, go to its normal size. And then I went from there with getting it all set up. And then I sewed on the mandala.
Nice.
Let's see. Laura says, Katie, I tried never to look back. I always look forward to better times ahead. Yes, that's what you have to do. Chaunda, have you gotten your Open Gates quilt box for December? I'm totally in love with the fabric, says Laura.
I haven't. I got it. I haven't opened it yet.
And then she also says, my husband has said that I am the eternal optimist. Hey, optimism is a good thing. I used to look at the world that way for the longest time, despite things.
This is the head, which is A. Oops. My bad.
It's okay. We probably should ask another question soon. Let me go look and see what the next question can be.
Andi, what are the finished dimensions of your blanket going to be? Because it looks gigantic.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm just going and going until I run out of yarn, I guess.
And how much yarn did you have left?
I have about this much of this skein and then the border, which is a pound of Karen.
Whoa.
I don't know if I'm gonna use the whole pound, but I wanted to do at least probably a 4-inch border.
Yes, because it's gonna with the size of the blanket, it's gonna take a good bit of yarn just to go around.
Yeah,
So you might end up using at least a good bit of it.
right. Yeah, I let him pick out the colors because I did the blood red and the break in the middle for him because he wanted the bright red, and then there wasn't as much bright red in the skein that we wanted. But the colors are pretty.
It's huge.
It's massive. I don't know how far back I can stand to show you how big this thing is.
It looks bigger. It looks like you could fit like 3 people in there.
Right?
It is a big one.
I'm gonna have to measure it at some point.
You might be able to fit 3 Andi in it, but 3 Jason, maybe not.
Yeah, let's see how far back I can stand.
Laura says, I had a very traumatic childhood. I learned to be optimistic.
Ooh, that's big.
That is quite big. Yeah, he's definitely going to burrito into that one.
That is huge.
I know, right?
I don't think I've made anything that large ever.
I've made a few blankets bigger than that.
I have not.
You want to see a big one I've made, Chaunda? I don't know if
Yeah.
I've shown you mine or not. But it's a chevron.
Yeah, I knew I wouldn't do it justice with it just sitting on my lap, but it's heavy.
I can imagine. I could tell the weight of it by when you were holding it up.
I'm like, But I told him since this is probably the only blanket I'm ever gonna make right now anyway, then I'll make it however he wants it.
Because my star blanket was probably the biggest thing I've ever crocheted. And I think that ended up being, but it's an odd shape. It's more circular. So it ended up being like from point to point, it ended up being maybe like 60 inches, but it's not like that size all the way around. And that's the biggest thing I've ever made.
Right.
I'm not exactly sure how big this one actually is or what the measurements are.
Yeah,
But that looks nice and big.
But that is big.
that's nice.
Yeah,
And big.
I can wrap it around me pretty good here.
Oh, is that taller than you, Katie?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's taller than Katie.
Yep.
Nice.
This was my first finished Afghan. And let me tell you what, the first chevron row, I don't remember which side I started out on here. I ripped it out, I don't know, 5 or 6 times because it kept going wider. And I finally figured out what I was doing. I was miscounting on the end.
Oh, gotcha.
And see, I put a border around it. Can you see the border?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I had enough left over of the yarn where I decided to put a border on it. But yeah, it's definitely taller than me. I just don't, I have never measured it.
Yeah, I don't think I've made anything taller than me, and I am 5'1".
Well, I made this for my first husband, and since he's not in the world anymore, I brought it home with me, or brought it with me here.
Mother Earth is mad at us.
Yeah, she is. I mean, I can't believe she's going. Nikolai's saying Mother Earth is mad at us.
Well, it's about 5th day now.
No, this is day 7.
Yeah.
A week now of this mess.
I made a couple of blankets that's been way bigger and taller than I am. I made a blanket for my stepdad, and that one is tall enough to be like longer than his bed. Because he's long, but he has it on the bed, and it's wider also. Like I want to say it's like 3 meters times 2.5, or 2.5-ish times 3 meter. And then I made one square blanket for my brother, and I could not see my toes when I held it up in front of me and had my hands up, and that one's square. So me holding it up in the air, I could not see my toes on the floor. So yeah, I've done a couple of really big ones.
Nice.
That Afghan is heavy on top of it. I mean, when you're holding it,
Yep.
it's so weighty.
Yep.
Marcy, who's the question directed at about the crochet project? Are you talking about all of us? Because I know we're going to do something next year. We just haven't figured out what yet. We're kind of still up in the air, aren't we?
Oh yeah.
Because it's got to be something that no one's going to get bored with or feel overwhelmed with, whatever we decide to do. Because as Chaunda, we were talking about maybe doing blocks, but then I don't know. We need to have a meeting, you guys, and decide what we want to do.
We need to have a meeting.
Yeah, let's have a meeting and see if we can't figure out, see what, everybody's interested in doing. We don't know yet.
Nothing big.
Right, nothing big.
Yeah, nothing big, because I know Chaunda doesn't want anything big either. Yeah, we are going to do a crocheting project, Marcy, but we haven't figured out exactly what that project's going to be yet. But when we do, you're going to be the first to know. No,
Well, maybe we can get some suggestions from the chat if
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
question. How about
Great idea.
this? What would you like to see us make as a project? Let me know in the chat, and I will be writing down your suggestions, and then we'll be talking amongst ourselves. We thought about doing blocks. I had said something about doing granny square blocks, but I don't know. Yeah, tell us what your thoughts are. What would you like to say? Teresa says make pot holders. That's easy. Let me write these things down.
That kind of goes in with the block thing or the granny square thing, right? Because all
Yeah,
of
it
those,
does. And the granny, yeah, along the granny square thing, yeah, definitely.
and then at the end of the year, you've got gifts.
Yep. That is actually, you know what we could do?
What?
We could, if we did choose something small, small projects, and if we made, more than one of them, we could save part of it as like maybe a giveaway later in the year or something if we wanted to do that.
Or
I'd be
swap.
wanting to do it, do more than one of the same project, and give one away and keep one.
Yeah.
Hello, Nifty. Thank you for joining the chat.
Hey, Nifty, how are you doing?
You know who this is.
Yes, Nifty
Okay,
knows
so
me.
pot holders. Because I have lots of cotton myself. All right, we're waiting on more crochet wall art. Okay, let's put that on there.
With pot holders, I'm guessing also you could go for like washcloths and other type of kitchen-y items. They kind of go along the same, squares, smaller projects. So like pot holders.
You and Cheri think alike. She said dishcloths. Yeah. Laura says a granny square block was one of the first blocks she learned. Now, when we're coming up with this plan, how many of you would be interested in joining us on the crochet along? That way we could do it together. I do think that we could, if we do small projects, it's a potential for us to make more than one of the same thing. And we could, at the end of the year, do it a giveaway, have a live giveaway and give them away, do it like a drawing. If the rest of you ladies are interested in that is.
There might be some logistical stuff that needs to be figured out in that case, but we can talk about that.
Yeah, I think by the time I think about shipping something, I should have figured out how I get stuff out of here. Katie, are you still on for Friday? Yes, I am. Yes, Zaza, are you? Yeah, I'm definitely doing the live. She was supposed Zaza was gonna come sew with me on Friday. And we're also gonna do 1,000 block. I finally decided I'm gonna do that block, even though I don't really like that block. I don't know what's wrong with me about that block. Okay, more suggestions.
Oh,
I still think we should do some mini mandalas.
Yeah, mandalas would be great.
so those could be coasters as well. That could double as a coaster. Do some mini mandala coasters.
Yeah, like coasters. Yeah, coasters or
Trying to have something I can use at the end of it, you know?
yeah. Okay, so we have something to work with here. And anyone else that thinks it's up, she says, yes, I am. Okay, I will send you the information. I need a picture of you, though, Zaza, to put on the thumbnail.
We might
Please.
be able to do some of the motifs that are in some of your books.
Yeah, you know what? This one that I have, this crochet motifs book, there is all kinds of different motifs we can make here.
Yep, because I know I've got the Granny Square card deck with the different types of squares
Yeah,
that can
I
be
have
made.
that.
And I know
Yeah,
you've got even more.
yeah. I mean, I have 2 or 3 books just loaded with just this kind of stuff, motifs. And you know what? I've been thinking about. I want to do something neat that uses triangles because these triangles are so fun looking. Look at them. You can't just say no to those. Zaza says, sorry, I'm way behind after the last 2 weeks. I know you've been sick. That's why I wasn't going to say anything unless you were feeling better. And Patty G says, yes, mini mandalas. Love it. Yeah, the mandalas probably will be a big hit.
I have a suggestion just because I have something here close by to show you.
Okay.
But I don't know when or where or whatever, but I have some of these cork pot holder things. See, this is a pack of 2. They're round and cork. And I want to do something to cover these, like a mandala or something. So like make one and then kind of just close it slightly on one side. So if you have ugly ones like this, you can always decorate them with like crocheted stuff on them. Because sometimes if you use something as a pot holder, you might want to feel like, oh, the fabric needs to be thick to not burn your table. But if you have something like this and you cover it, then you don't have to worry about whatever surface you're going to put it on.
Right.
That's a good idea. And let me address Rita's comment. She says, seriously though, maybe do something that has a free pattern that anyone can get a hold of. We will be doing that. I'm not saying that we're giving you examples of what we can get out of a book, but I'm pretty sure I can find most of these motifs for free, probably over on Ravelry or something.
It's good to have as a base inspiration.
Yeah, we're using it for inspiration. The mandalas is the other thing. There is plenty of free mandala patterns, and I know we could find some just like what I showed you in the book. So yeah, I'll make sure that Rita said that you don't have to worry about buying any books. I wasn't asking y'all to buy books. Someone's already done that with actually the ones who bought the 1,000 block book. I didn't ask you to do that. They just did. I didn't get anything out of it. They're making blocks though. Laura says, we are thanks. My husband is still not 100%. I really thought he'd end up in the hospital. The flu hit him really hard. Owie. And Rita says, that one book you have is actually a free book online. Which one, Rita? You know that other, oh, speaking of which, I'll get the PDF for this. You can get this entire book in a PDF form for free. I found it online for free. This whole book, all 370 something pages, is in a PDF form of this crochet book.
Nice.
And this has 80 projects. I forget how many motives are in here. It's a complete step-by-step, but yeah, I found this as a PDF, and I actually have the PDF on my laptop, so I could always I'll go find the link where you can download it. If not, I can email it to whoever is interested in having the PDF of this book, and because it's free, so I'm not breaking any copyright rules. Rita, which book were you talking about that was free? Unless you were talking about the one I just showed you. Yeah, which book? Are you talking about this other one? Like, because I'm not sure if she actually, because this is by if I remember right, yeah, this is by Eddie Ekman, and she's written several crochet books. She's pretty famous because she's a big designer. Zaza, I'm so sorry. I've been thinking about you and praying that you will get through this. Sending much love and healing prayers. Yeah, I'm glad y'all are doing better. I saw that the UK was being slammed by the flu. That they had to close schools down for a week or two to help with that. The 1,000 Trails. Oh, no, that book the book only has the that 1,000 block book. The PDF is only of the paper piecing and the applique portions of the book. The rest of the book is not in PDF format. I have looked. It's only the additional stuff you need to do the book, because not everybody's book came with a CD. Mine did. Okay, get back to crochet. Actually, I'll be right back. I need to do a bio break, y'all.
Hi, Patricia.
Is that Shadow Cat?
Yes.
So what were you thinking about doing the border, Andi? Are you going to do that in similar stitch, or are you going to do it in a different type of stitch?
I think I'm just going to do it in a half double to make it a thick border. Because I did it all in a granny square.
Mm-hmm.
Thought a half double would make it like manly. You know, manly. Plus, I like doing the half double. It's my favorite stitch. What's your guys' favorite stitch?
That's my favorite too. The
I know,
humble half
right?
double crochet is my favorite stitch to do.
I just love doing the half double.
I don't do a lot of half doubles. I do prefer stitch combinations. But yeah, double crochets is probably like my most done stitch. Double crochets and stitch combinations.
Yes, this is Jason's blanket. I'm on the last skein. We can see.
But there's I like the half double crochet herringbone as well.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Shadow Cat's the one you did the doll for, right?
Yes.
I love your doll, Shadow Cat. Andi did a super job on it. It's beautiful. Zaza says schools, hospital wards have all been getting shut down because of it. They aren't finished doing the vaccinations yet. I'm glad I got my vaccinations 2 months ago. What was that?
Oh, I was like, I don't know.
We heard something outside, so that's why the wind is blowing things around. We're finding everybody else's garbage in our yard right now, which is annoying.
Gotcha.
Marcy says she's interested. Okay, as soon as we have as soon as we button down a plan for what we're going to do for the crochet project, we will let everybody know. We probably will know. We'll definitely know what we're going to do by after Christmas. Probably, I'm thinking in January we'll figure it out.
Mhm.
It started in February. What do you think about that?
Works
Yeah.
for me.
We could have the live in January to talk about what we're going to start in February. Does that work for you guys?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
And me and Chaunda's going to be doing a collab this year too, upcoming year. I'm so excited.
I know I need to go ahead and get my fabric pressed soon. Kind of just want to be prepared.
I definitely think I'm going to do dark background for sure, since I haven't done a quilt like that.
I have to pick my background. That's step
Have you,
one.
have you s- do you have an inkling of what you're going to choose?
No, I just know what my prints are. I have to figure out what my background is going to be. I got to see what I have enough of
Okay.
because I kept waffling between the block size I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because part of me wants to do the 3-inch blocks, but I think that'll
Mm-hmm.
actually take more time to make a smaller block. So I don't know. I got to decide if I'm gonna do the 3-inch blocks or the 6-inch blocks, and then once I make that decision, then I got to see what I have enough of to
You know,
use.
you might could intermix the two since it's a 6 inch and a 3 inch. We could, you might be able to intermix it.
I thought about that too. I thought about that
I
too.
Yeah, because I think that could be doable actually.
Yeah, I thought about that too. But I would still need enough background
Yeah.
for the 6-inch if even if I was going to combine the two.
Yep.
So I got to see what I got over there because I'm not buying anything. So
Patty G says she wants to learn how to crochet slipper socks. Yeah, I don't know how to make socks actually.
I have a tutorial of kind of a slipper sock.
well, drop it in the chat, ma'am,
I'll
so
share the link.
we can look at it because I'd like to look at that myself.
Amanda, if you're not a moderator, say something in the chat, and if you're not, I'll moderate you where you can.
I don't think I am.
Huh?
I don't think I am. No.
All right. Well, say something so I can fix. There you are.
Um,
That way you can share your link. I don't always remember to do this. Let's see here. Add moderator.
so I do have
Okay, now you can
this
share your
one.
link for what you want to share. Yeah.
Yeah, so I made some slippers that is crocheted as a hexagon to begin with, which is a little bit different. So you actually start at the heel.
Nice.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Jinx.
There's the link for the slipper.
Unfortunately, I don't have a pair that I could show because all the ones I've made I have gifted. So I actually don't have any myself. The ones I used to make the tutorial has, well, they have moved. They don't live with me.
What
Okay,
yarn weight
it's on
did
the
you
list.
use?
Patty G. She says put slipper sock on the list. It's on the list.
So I used wool and wool blends for those.
Nice. Okay.
They are not
You use
washed to be
alpaca?
felted or anything. But they were just like a thicker sock yarn type of thing. But you can definitely do that in different type of thickness yarn. You just have to like check for your foot size, really. What was that, Katie? You asked something.
Go for it.
If I used
No, for the slipper sock, can you use alpaca yarn?
yeah, you probably could do that. But that's like more of a slipper sock type of combination. It's not like a sock, so.
All right, let me go find that PDF file for that book. Hold on a minute. Because I think I ended up. I don't know if I kept it on here or if I went ahead and took it off.
I can also say that when I did that sock yarn or the socks, they are made in wool yarn, but that was way before I figured out that, you know, I have allergies and sensitivities to animal fiber yarn. So I guess I could do those at the time, but
Yeah, regular wool makes me itch.
I've got a
Same.
lot of like
Alpaca
wool and
doesn't, which is
alpaca
funny.
yarn where I just have like two skeins of it. And so a project like that would be kind of up my alley to use that.
yeah, definitely like socks or like maybe a hat is definitely something you'd need a skein or two for.
Yeah, that's why I'm using that's why this is going to be a hat to match this poncho so I can
Mm-hmm.
use some of my, some of my knit crate yarn.
Ooh.
This is 90% alpaca and 10% tencel. I don't know what the heck tencel is. What is tencel?
Tinsel?
Yeah, Tencel.
Pencil. That's isn't that like a bamboo like this? Yeah, that's made from bamboo. I don't
Okay.
know exactly how it's produced, but it's different than when they say it's like viscose from bamboo. It's yeah, it's I don't know exactly how they make it, but those are really shiny usually.
Okay,
Well, maybe
here's the
because it's
PDF for that.
90% alpaca, so I think that's why it doesn't have the shine, because it's
Mm.
mostly alpaca. I just need to cake it up.
That's what she said. I had to.
I bet I have to go back and grab it again. Oh, here it is. Here's this the link for the PDF file for that crochet book I was showing you that I stumbled upon for free.
Woo! Party.
Zaza says she can't use sheep's wool, but Angora or cat. Yeah, man, I want some cashmere, but I want a cardigan made, a button down the front cardigan made out of cashmere. And do you know how many skeins that would probably take?
A
At least
lot.
20 to 30 skeins, probably. We could never get our hands on that much muskox without it turning into a 20,000 kroner bill. And then finding someone to knit it would be the other thing. Rita says, here's a slipper pattern, yes, crochet, that I have used many times.
Oh, nice.
It's knit crochet. Dang, Katie, I told you it was one. 322 pages. Yes, the entire book. That's why I was shocked when I found. I'm like, and I looked at the PDF and went through it. I'm like, oh my God, it's the whole dang book. And that explains why I can't find it. I think I went to Amazon to see if I could find to share a link for it. It's not there anymore. And that other book I have, it's also totally out of print too now.
Gotcha.
So some of these books I bet are out of print. I don't think the Edie books are because she's pretty popular. Because her books are really easy to follow for any beginner. And I have, I think, 4 of her books. She has a besides the motive one, she also has the author of Around the Corner Crochet Borders, which I have this book right here also, and I'll show it on our next live so you can see it. And then I think she has another book besides that, if I remember right. At least a couple more books. Or they may have been written after I had already bought this because I don't know what edition this one's a 2008 edition. So I don't know if that means it's a first edition or not, but I've had it a long time.
Gotcha.
Can you repeat her name again? Okay, her name is, let me write it in the chat that way. Yeah, hang on. So this book is Beyond the Square, Crochet Motives. And her name is Andi Ekman. She's also the author of the Crochet Answer Book. Yep, I might have that book too. And Around the Corner Crochet Borders. There's all the information there. If you need an ISBN number for this book, I can also give you that one. Here's the ISBN for this one. 978.
Chaunda, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
You said that you have a little bit of a schedule to, how much do you have to crochet to keep up with the, finishing those things for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
How much do you have to do today?
I only have to do 6 rows a day.
And how much have you done today?
More than 6 rows.
So us sitting here is gonna get you ahead of schedule. That's awesome.
Yes, and that was kind of what I was hoping for, because yesterday was the 8th, and so yesterday I was halfway through what I needed to do for the 9th. And so I was like, okay, so today I finished the rest of what I needed to do for tomorrow, for today. I finished what I needed to complete for today, plus I've completed what I needed to do for tomorrow, and now I'm on to what I need to complete for the 11th. So I'm trying to stay ahead, so that way if I have I'm only committed to an hour a day. So the way this breaks down is each day is 1 hour. Because it takes about 10 minutes to do 1 row. And I felt like that was reasonable. 1 hour a day is reasonable, because then there are some days where I'm going to have 2 hours, and there are some days where I'm going to have 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to get as much done as possible. I think once I get the neck done and I'm starting on the back side, I can breathe.
Right.
So I want to get beyond the halfway point, and then I'll kind of feel better about things. But the schedule was mostly just so I could see if I was getting behind or not,
Yeah.
Oh, it's time to move to yellow again. Wow. We're going to be changing it to a brighter color soon.
But if I hadn't decided to start this poncho, I would be working on my Attic 24 blanket like Katie's working on hers right now.
Laura says, I have a ton of quilting books, but not many crochet books. My grandma taught me to make things up as I go. I have a couple of notebooks where I was designing crochet books with not books. I don't know why I said that. Crochet blocks where I was designing and they were designing. This was back when I first moved here, and I joined a couple groups, and then I ended up involved on a Yahoo group where me and 4 other people were designing blocks. And I'll see if I can find it because it's in a notebook. We could probably also mess around with some of that since that's not copyrighted.
I have 10 books where I've designed my own patterns.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to write your book.
I know.
Like I said, I'll be standing in line to buy one and hope you'll sign it.
Oh yeah.
Get a first edition book with your signature in it.
Do you want me to sign it in blood like Kiss?
I don't know what I'd say about that if you actually done that.
And there's people that would pay extra for that. You're aware of that, right?
They probably would, yeah.
Yes.
Probably. You're right about that. So now Patty G and Marcy have downloaded the PDF book. She said her computer was smoking after downloading it.
I downloaded mine to my phone. Now I need to just upload it to my Kindle.
Hey, yeah, putting it on a Kindle is actually a great idea.
Oh yeah.
I have a Kindle. And then Cheri sent me a Samsung that's going to come with my box from Syracuse. And I am going to be setting up that bad boy for doing all kinds of things that has to do with this channel and this crafting stuff. I'm so excited about getting that little Samsung. Y'all, it is hot in my house.
Share the
Watch
heat.
the
I'm
sunset.
freezing.
Y'all come over here and take up all the heat because it's so hot in this house.
Yeah, you give it to me, please.
It's cold here, but I'm watching the sunset. It's so pretty.
So how warm do you have indoors?
How warm is it in here? I have no idea. I am sweating, if that tells you anything.
I have 19 degrees Celsius inside my apartment.
Well, it's 42. Wait, it's I have to switch to Celsius for that. Hang on a minute, because I do it in Fahrenheit because it's much easier than everybody. Well, what is that in Fahrenheit? Let me look up what 42 is in Celsius.
And according to Outdoors, the temperature right now is 0. So we have freezing.
Oh, you're
0
right at
Celsius.
freezing. We're not. We're way above you.
Yeah.
Let me see. F2C.
0 Celsius is when water freezes to ice.
Yes, that's which is 32 degrees Fahrenheit.
For those that doesn't know.
42 is 5.5 degrees Celsius. The
5 point, no, wait, what?
42 degrees Fahrenheit is 5.55556
Is that what you have outdoors, not indoors?
Yeah, this is outside, not inside.
Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, is that what you have indoors? Why are you not
Inside-
sitting here
Oh,
freezing?
inside is way warmer than that. It's not cold outside though, Amanda. I walk out without a sweater on because it's freaking hot outside.
21 degrees Celsius in my house right now.
21
Since
Celsius,
I have
and I
the
have
free-
19, so I'm just shy
Yeah.
a bit below that, but yeah.
And then Cynthia says, I have been freezing since I got to Virginia. I finally gave in and bought a space heater for herself. Yeah, you're not used to that humidity making it feel colder. That's what the problem is. Because she came from Oklahoma, I think.
I don't know if you guys can see this. I got some pretty sunset right now.
Oh, that looks
Oh,
cute.
yeah.
Is that right now?
Yeah,
Wow.
Cool.
it's gorgeous.
What part of the what part of the country are you in, Andi?
Colorado.
I'm pretty sure it's already pitch black here.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I can tell you, I can promise you, it's pitch black here, but that has been for hours because it's in the middle of the winter. We only have a few hours of sun, but it's
Yes.
also 1 a.m.
Yeah, it's 9:53, and I'll tell you, and we've been dark for a while too, since 3 o'clock this 3 something this afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
The
perfect.
clock here, almost
Speaking
7.
speaking of that, I've been posting our countdown to winter solstice. Let's do one right now, so y'all know where we're at. So today is the 9th, right? Yes, today's the 9th. Yeah, I had to look. Okay, so for your personal edification, on December the 9th, our town, which I will butcher the heck out of, Kukordak, you're experiencing very short daylight with the sunrise around 10 o'clock a.m. and sunset near 3:52 p.m., meaning roughly 5 hours and 52 minutes of daylight, leaving about 18 hours and 8 minutes of darkness. That's where we are right now. So
Yep.
sunrise is at 10 a.m., sunset at 3:52. So we get 5 hours and 52 minutes of daylight, 18 hours and 8 minutes of darkness.
Pretty much similar to here.
So we're almost getting there. We're getting closer to that 22 mark.
Yep.
I feel like the our planet has I know this is going to sound weird, but our sun has been in a different position the last couple of years, and I feel like maybe Earth has shifted just a tiny bit. on its axis?
Do you know that that's actually a thing? And I keep mentioning this in conversations, and people just kind of ignore it. So the thing is that the Earth is slightly shifting a couple of degrees every, I don't know, some every year. And when I mentioned this, and I know that this stirs up feelings and causes issues in some people's mindset,
Yeah.
but the shifting of the Earth, of course, also affects the climate.
Yep.
And that is not something that you can like do anything about. Where we have deserts now will be rainforests at some point because the Earth keeps shifting and the climate will have to shift accordingly because that's how it's working out with the equator, how the Earth spins. And people are like, we're only the reason for climate change, not the fact that the Earth actually also has its own cycles with
Well,
the Earth tilting as well as, well, the ice ages that come and go and stuff that happens. And we can't do anything about that. So all the people that being all over the place and yelling about the climate change and that we need to change all our habits,
well, some of our habits do need to change because I'm watching the ice cap melt before our eyes.
But the thing is with that, I think that's part of the Earth's rotation, not just the climate change due to us polluting the world, because there's things that's polluting that we can't change. Volcanoes. Do you know how much,
Have you
bad gases comes from volcanoes?
Yeah, there's a bunch of them that's reactivated. Did you see the one in Ethiopia that had been asleep for 12,000 years?
Yeah.
It erupted a couple weeks ago.
But that's not weird though, because Africa is splitting into two. There will be a totally new
There
ocean
about
and
to be a
stuff.
new ocean in Africa.
Yeah,
I
but
wonder
that's
what
like a couple of 100,000 years away. But this is just the beginning.
Craziness.
Yeah, I think we're as like, especially like, as an American, we live in a country where our government really doesn't care how we're doing or
Yeah.
if we're okay and if we're going to be okay. So I don't know if that makes us a bit more, or at least some of us a bit more like worried about climate change, just knowing that our government isn't going to help us through it, you know?
There's so many different aspects of that because I live in Sweden. We are a tiny country with 10 million people. And
But your
the
government
stuff
seems to
that we
care
are
about
doing
you though,
here
right?
is
Yeah, but you
we're
don't see
doing
what
so
goes on in the
much.
United States.
No, but like we're doing so much here that it's like it's affecting our daily life due to like all the new restrictions, the taxes, that there's a lot of things that the government here is doing for us to change our behavior pattern and whatnot. But our little country over here, we can't like compensate for like the US, China, Russia, like large
Oh yeah.
countries that has a lot, but we're still trying over here. And it's, to me, it's crazy.
The private jet usage alone is just the private jets alone are just doing a whole bunch of damage. So
Yeah.
yeah, I agree with you on that. I like for the most part, I don't think this should fall to individuals. Like I don't think that there's any amount of recycling that an individual family can do that's gonna save the planet. You know what I mean?
But like here, we have gas prices are high. Most of it is due to taxes, not the gas itself. But the gas prices here, to you guys, like some of our prices is ridiculous for that. And there's people that can't get back and forth to work because they can't afford to drive their car because the gas prices is so high.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Just because we need to drive less so that we don't destroy the climate. It's like civilian people driving their personal cars back and forth to work. I think that's like a basic, lower basic line that needs to be able to, at least be feasible for people to actually, have a functioning society.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm with you on that. Like, but just with us and our big old gas guzzling trucks won't even consider a battery operated vehicle. I don't know. I think
Yeah.
there's like some place in the middle where you can fall where you know, it's okay to go back and forth to work, but at the same time, you don't need a Ford F-250
Yeah.
to go back and forth to work.
Something that is
Not
a little
dissing anybody who has a Ford 250, because I myself have
yeah.
a Pathfinder, which is not a small vehicle. So I'm not talking bad about anybody. I have a large car, okay?
I have a little Honda. Oh,
And those are
Like
pretty fuel
shifting,
efficient, you know?
yeah. Like shifting to electrical vehicles, I guess it's a good way in some sense, but in some ways it's to me it's crazy because the pollution that is needed to make the batteries are more than, you know, a fossil fuel car would use in a lifetime. The batteries are really dirty to create, as well as recycling them is pretty much impossible at this point. So
Okay,
that
okay.
doesn't really make sense either.
Yeah. Can I revisit the part about the sun? You know, I've been here for 14 years, and I told Nikolai this last summer. I said, we were looking at the sun in the sky, and I noticed like the year before, it seemed like it was a little bit different of where because normally it sits a little bit below the, I don't know, 45-degree angle, and now it's up above that. And I told him, I said, it looks like it's moved or something. And he agrees, he thinks it's changed. But you don't notice it unless you're up here because the sun moves in a circle up here. As versus when you're in Florida, it rises in the east and sets in the west. But here in Greenland, it goes around our house because our house is positioned such a way that the sun in the morning will be on this side of the house and it rotates a whole 360 degrees all the way around our house. And now, in the height of summer, it'll stay just above. It's always, you know, it'll be above the horizon line, but we have mountains on three sides of the lake that we live on. So a lot of times the sun will be back behind the mountain instead of, you know, if you didn't have that mountain there and it was just flat, you would still see the sun. But because we have mountain between us and the horizon line, we don't always see it. But it always ends up over here by the end of the day, basically where it started from. And it's strange because of the way it seems higher in the sky than I've seen it.
interesting.
And it could just be my imagination, but I don't think it is. I think it really had. I think our planet has shifted a little bit.
Well, it has. It continues to do it. Every year it continues to shift. I'm seeing a comment from Robin that you still need fossil fuel to create electricity. That is not true. We have most of our electricity in Sweden is definitely not fossil fuel. There's some nuclear power. There's a lot of hydroelectric. There's wind. We have wind farms and solar. We do have a fossil fuel plant. Or yeah, I think is it yeah, we have one that's like a backup if in case we get really, really cold winters, just to compensate so we don't get power outages in Sweden. And we don't have any coal plants. So yeah, you can definitely live without fossil fuel for
Don't you have
electricity.
access to? Don't you guys also have access to natural gas where you're at? Because isn't that natural gas pretty prevalent in Europe?
We don't have a lot of natural gas in Sweden. Russia has a lot, and they've been selling to the rest of Europe. That became a crisis with the whole Ukraine. Pretty much a lot of Europe was needed
Yeah, dependent on it.
gas. Yeah,
Yeah,
but that has shifted. That has shifted.
I knew they were
We don't have,
dependent on it.
well, there's still some dependency, but a lot has been, you know, shifted to import gas in liquid form from other parts of the world, but Europe doesn't really have a lot that's like there might be a lot in the crust, but it's not a lot that's being used or like dug up or however they do
Well,
it.
see, here in Greenland, the reason that there's not any oil drilling here off the coast or even in the ice cap is because the Greenlandic people have flat out said, no, you're not going to do that.
Yeah.
And so that's why this area is totally untouched by rigs, fossil fuel stuff.
Mm-hmm. Norway
Because
has a lot of rigs outside the coast of Norway. They have a lot of oil. in the North Atlantic Sea.
Yeah. I knew Norway did, but here with Greenland, they've just voted against it totally. But we
Mhm.
also, I told Nikolai if they ever crack that mountain, we're leaving because 2 hours up the fjord if you go by boat, but it's 20 minutes if you fly. There's a big, tall mountain and it is loaded with uranium.
Yeah. They're talking about starting to mine for uranium in north of Sweden because we apparently have some, but we've never gone for getting that out here. But they're talking about starting that. And we're talking about expanding nuclear power plants as well here.
The uranium would basically destroy that whole. I've been to Narsok and the population's around, I think, 1,300. And if you can close your eyes and picture this, you have this really tall mountain in the background, and then the area is surrounded by three sides. Three sides of it has a fjord, and the fjord usually has icebergs in it constantly because it's just up from the ice cap area where it calves all the time. And then on the left side of the mountain is this really, you go about halfway up the mountain and there's this big, huge waterfall that flows down that one side into the valley. And there's this valley that's all green and beautiful. And it faces one side of the fjord. It's really beautiful. And I can't imagine allowing mining of uranium to destroy that whole thing. Because that's exactly what would happen to it.
Yeah. Something I didn't mention, I was talking earlier about like how we're heating our places with like burning garbage and that we're importing a lot, but like a lot of food waste and like fryer oil from like restaurants and stuff, all of that is turned into like biogas. So like a lot of cities around here have biogas fueled buses for like the just the bus system. But yeah, we have a bunch of electric vehicles as well when it comes to like the public transport system, but a lot is biofuel from food waste.
Is there waste from making biofuel?
What was that?
Is there byproducts from making biofuel?
Well, biofuel is the waste product of like garbage disposal, right? Recycling, because we separate food waste into separate bins and they turn that into biogas. Some type of compost system way of doing that. You get the way. I don't remember what gas it is, but yeah, you get biofuel out of that.
Interesting.
Rob, of your diamond, and I'll add it to the rest of them. I made a file folder just with all your diamonds in it for when I show them on New Year's Eve. Teresa says planes and jets cause more problems than cars. I agree with that, and I fly by jet, so there's that.
But you live where you live, so you don't really have a choice.
I don't have a
Taking
choice
a
where I'm
commercial
at.
flight isn't the same thing as having like a private jet where you're putting all of that out there just for yourself, you know?
Yeah.
Just look at all the air mileage Taylor Swift's private jet got.
Right.
It's
And they
crazy.
get tax credits for pollution, you know? It's not fair. It's not right.
Robin says she will. So, Amanda and
Yes.
Andi, if you don't want to be on my Facebook group, please email me some pictures of your projects so that I can share them on the New Year's Eve 12-hour live, because I'm going to be honoring all the viewers who come to my channel by sharing their projects during the live like a trunk show. So it can be any of your projects and you can send as many as you want. I'm not selective on that part.
Don't tell me that. I'll send you all of them.
Send all of them?
Just joking.
Katie, I don't know if you realize, I don't think I've had this behind me in the past, but my rack of things I've made, have you seen that one?
You showed me some of them that you have hanging up.
Because I have the full rack here
I
now.
yeah, just pick some of the, I don't care how many you send.
No, but I mean, like this is
Well, if
just
you had
parts of what I've made.
send me 200 pictures, I might be like, oh gosh. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that amazing?
And this one here has, what is it? It's like 20 shawls or something on one hanger.
On
This
one
is
hanger?
just,
Wow.
yeah, well, it is a special hanger. I got it from IKEA. It's actually very, very handy because it's got all of these like rings. So see, you put, oh, yeah, here, you can see there's a bunch of rings. And so you just hang one in each ring.
I have one like that, but it's shaped like an owl.
Yeah, me too. I have the owl.
Scarves. Oh, you need to send me a scarf.
So I have a bunch
Wow,
of
those are gorgeous.
these shawls.
All right, add scarves to the list.
Scarves and yeah, scarves and shawls. Send me one.
Well, I just figured, like, I know I've showed some stuff, but I don't think anyone here has really seen like this one because that one's usually over there.
Yeah,
It's just been shifted to be behind me because I was cleaning and just had to move stuff around. Because I was mopping the floors and I just like, yeah. And then it just stuck around.
yeah.
I've
Nifty
seen
says,
all of them.
Amanda, I would love to see some of your work. And Denise says, hi, ladies. Hope everyone is doing okay. Yep, we're good. What about you? Yeah, you can. If you want to share some now, you can, or you can save them for New Year's and let me share them.
No, but like I can show some stuff. What are we in the mood for? Are we in the
Just
mood
pick
for
a couple things.
wearables?
Yeah, show them some of your stuff. Because I know we showed a few on the interview we did. But
Well,
yeah.
Baby blanket.
Oh, that's pretty.
That's
Oh, I
pretty.
love those. What do you call that color change again?
Well, you can call them an ombre.
Yeah,
I don't know
ombre,
if you'd say an ombre when it changes. Like for me, an ombre is pretty
I
much
call it
like
self-striping, kind of.
yeah, but this one, the red ones in here, that's actually that I took the outside of the cake and did some
okay. Yeah.
details.
A
So
little color
that's
control.
yeah, exactly. I don't know if I can call them ombre in this way because ombre to me is like if you have a green and it goes to lighter, 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 or if that makes sense.
The more
To me,
color
that's
changing. Color
yeah,
changing yarn.
yeah. This is color changing cakes, so I love my cakes. So we have a baby blanket. We have a bigger blanket here, perhaps. And this one actually has a matching shawl. I have this shawl
It's beautiful.
that is like a
So that's an
semicircle.
ombre.
Well, yeah, I guess maybe more of an ombre. It's white, like a minty color, and then it goes down to teals. And then I
That's
did a
pretty.
matching baby blanket in the same
Oh.
colorway as that one. But this one is more of a toddler size, I'd say. And I used 2 cakes for this one. So I used 1 cake starting with the center going out, and then I took from outside in for the next one. That's how I
beautiful.
created this like color fade.
What is that?
Instead of
gooseberry
cutting
weight?
2 cakes, I just took one after the other and matched the colors up together.
Yeah, perfect.
You like those lightweight yarns, don't you?
Oh yeah, yeah. 3.25 millimeter is my go-to hook,
It
and
looks
this yarn
so
is
pretty
like 1
though.
and 2 weight.
Nifty
It looks
says,
so pretty when you do those
I am a
smaller
huge
weight.
fan of Amanda's work. And Zaza says, that's beautiful. Joyce says, I don't fly if I can help it. And then Nifty says, breathtaking, Amanda. That is outstanding. Too beautiful. Yep. Keep showing whatever you want to
So
show.
yeah, that's my like kind of my go-to type of style when it comes to blankets because it's very there's a lot of things happening and that makes me happy. It's I don't have to think with patterns that's well written, but it's it's scratching the itch of not having to do the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
Can we see that piece in the back there that has like the purple and lime stripes? It would be to your far left.
Purple and lime stripes. Are we talking about this one?
No, the opposite direction. Completely at the other end.
This one?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, this is a t-shirt.
I love the colors in that.
And the yarn is a color changing yarn.
That. Oh, that's yummy.
I love the colors in
Oh
that
my
so much.
So you got some yellow, some kind of apricot-y orangey, green, purple, and blue
I love
in this
that.
one. And this is like just a t-shirt type of thing. It is a very soft Pima cotton, but it's a little thicker. It's like a almost, yeah, it's a 3-weight Pima cotton. So this is kind of heavy, actually.
Do you have your dress there?
Where's my dress? I wore it not too long ago. I went on a cruise and I ended up wearing my dress. You're talking about this one?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah,
I
I
love
wore this on a cruise recently. So this is my own creation. There's no pattern. But we have 2
Nice.
straps. And then I put elastic on the inside. So I surface crocheted elastic into it. So it's like got a nice snug fit up here.
You're creative, man.
I know.
And then
Look up.
it's all these like, yeah,
beautiful.
raspberry pink down to more of a, I don't know, peachy pink, bubblegum. Yeah, bubblegum, raspberry, and then the tealy colors. But this actually, I do have a cake. I do have the exact cake or the exact colorway. That's what this looked like.
Wow.
Okay. That's
So I
pretty.
used 1 cake of this for the top part, and then I got a lot of extra of the solid outside color to get it bigger or longer. So it ends over my knees, but it's, you know, not too short. So a cake like this ended up to become like this. And oh, this is the front. I did put a little like drawstring thing here, and I just crocheted a little band for it. And then I found some beads, heart-shaped teal beads, that perfect match color wise there.
Nifty says she is creative. I love her work. And then Patty G says beautiful and so talented. And Denise says nice, so professional looking.
I know. They really do look like you bought them.
I know, right?
I put this one out not too long ago. It's very sparkly.
That's a pretty shawl.
Pretty.
I love the color of that.
Do you see the sparkles in this?
Yeah, you can.
Yes. Yep, we can see it. That's gorgeous.
So yeah, this is one I've recently worn out. Yeah, I have, this one's also sparkly. This is very different.
That's really nice too. Wow.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
How much do they in Sweden do you have access to cashmere yarn?
I guess I could find cashmere, but I can't work with it, so I don't really know.
I was just wondering how much a skein it was there in Sweden.
Probably a lot because yarn here is expensive. I purchase most of my yarn from Denmark because it's cheaper. Yeah, so most of this is actually Danish yarn.
Yeah, Denmark has a lot of stores that sell
Yeah.
a lot of different type. Because I have bought some cashmere from Denmark too, from Faroe Islands. No,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, from Fano. I don't know why I said Faroe Island. That's
This
pretty.
one is really, really nice. This is like a premium acrylic, so it's really, really soft. And I did
Wow.
color control because this is 2 skeins. So I used all the yellow and then, well, from both of them. And then I used the peach from both of the skeins. And then I actually did the sleeves first with the pink. And whatever I had left of the pink, I used here. So then I went over to use, I think, yeah, I did 6 rows, 5 or 6 rows of each color. Just so that I know that the sleeves would be even, and then whatever I had left to continue on the rest of the body. So I used, you know, maximize the yarn usage and not have to throw anything if necessary, you know, or possible.
That's
Right.
outstanding.
So yeah, that's just one, if you're doing stuff like this where you want the sleeves to match as well as the rest of it, do the sleeves first. Or at least, you know, whatever color one at a time, and then so yeah, that's just something I learned while doing this one. That was really easy. You don't have to think so much when you do it like that. You just do what you need to do. I have a top that I've been working on. It's, well, not top really. It's supposed to be a dress. And I kind of forgot about it. I didn't forget about it. It's just I haven't done anything with it for quite some time. But I can show you because maybe it will inspire me to get back on working on it. But what we have here is this so far.
Ooh.
Look at that. What was your stitch pattern for that?
Yeah, that is
Well,
pretty.
I did find a top, and then I've just continued. So the thing is, I need to figure out, I need to do some increases. The sleeves are just going to be like this. They're not going to be longer or anything. I'm just going to continue from here on. But I need to do some increases because I've got a bit too much junk in my trunk. So it can't fit unless I do that. And that's the only reason. It's just nothing has happened. Because I need to figure out how many like extra of these wavy bits that needs to be added, I guess. But at one point, hopefully it's going to be a dress.
I want to make a dress.
And this one I'm expecting to be a lot longer than the pink one that I just showed. Because this is 2 cakes of this yarn, and I have another 2 or 3 cakes. So I'm just gonna keep going.
Before I forget to mention this, those of you who are paid members of the channel, please go read what I posted on the community tab so that you can answer my question. I almost forgot to mention it.
Making a mess over here.
Your stuff is inspiring.
It really is nice. And I love your choice of color. Everything is like, well, not everything, but you use a lot of really bright colors, and I love that.
Yeah.
Bright and happy.
It makes me happy too. Like
Me
this is my
too.
happy place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the same.
Yeah,
This
I
one
would
is kind of fun.
always find apparel so intimidating.
So this is a hexagon top / t-shirt that I made with 2 cakes, 2 different cakes. But I actually made this one with only sewing 2 yarn tails. I had to sew, well, 4. The yarn tail in each armpit, because that's where I started on both cakes. And then I managed to close the sleeve up, as well as close, because it's closed on both sides. So I managed to close both sides up and then still continue to make it a bit longer and only have the yarn end on each side here in the middle to sew in. So that was something that I really felt like I achieved something, not having to cut the yarn through the whole process of making this one.
Right.
But it
Lovely.
did take a lot of thinking to do it.
It's gorgeous.
Yes. Very autumny.
I made a hexagon cardigan from a mini-me.
That's adorable.
And she
Aw.
needed pockets, so I added pockets. And also all the buttons are different. I had like a
Is that
random
tea
selection
time?
of buttons.
That looks like
And
Hobie tea time.
well, no, this is cookie, but it's pretty much the same. I want to say the cookie and tea time is the same yarn, just different labels. Because everything about them is telling me it's the same yarn. And on the back side, I made it wider with this panel of squares and little cuffs.
Nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't say cookie and tea time is the same yarn, but I know cookie for sure is the same. Järbo cookie is what it's sold, because Järbo is a Swedish brand, and you can find that on Hobie. You have Serdar Jewel Spun, sold in the UK, and then you have Red Heart Roll with it Melange when it's sold in the US. And it's the
Oh, so
same
the
yarn. You
Serdar-
can find the same colorways with different names.
I knew that the tea time and the melange and the red heart roll with it melange were similar yarns. I did
No,
not
but
know.
Cookie and Red Heart Roll with it melange, you can find them in the exact same color combinations, colorways, but with different names.
I just didn't know the Serdar Jewel Spun was similar as well.
Oh no, it's the exact same yarn.
Okay, awesome.
It's the same factory, just in different countries, sold with different companies, you know, different labels.
Okay, now I don't have to be super tempted every time I see it now.
No, you can just get whatever is easy access to you. It's the same, like, I guess specific colorways might not be available, so if it's the colors you're after, then yeah, okay, maybe you have to think about it twice, but otherwise, yeah, it's the same yarn.
Good to know.
Weird.
That one I can tell you for sure. And I know that there's other yarns that is very similar. Like here I have Friends Wheel Multi is what it says on this one. And it's the exact same yarn as the Hobie Twisters. It's just that they made this Friends line with Friends Wheel Multi, so that they have, like, there's a system to how the colors work together. So
Gotcha.
if you get, like, in any of the yarns in the Friends series, if you go to look at number 40, it's a red called Tomato. So if you want to, like, mix fibers with a cotton and a mohair or a wool, like all of the Friends ones, 40 is red Tomato. And
So
they're
they're
as
all going to work
close.
together.
Yeah, they're as close together in color as possible. You know, different fibers take the dye differently. But the Friends Wheel Multi is the same as the Twister, just like customized to fit in the Friends series. But I also want to say that the Twister and Yarn Arts Flowers is the same yarn. You can even find them in the same colorways.
Yeah, and it looks like the Wheel of Alpaca is similar to the Yarn Arts alpaca.
Yes.
Oh,
So you can find yarn that is, you know, different companies, different names, different labels, but they're made in the same factory, in the same colorways. It's just, I guess that's just how the industry works. The factories want to sell their yarn, and the more yarn they can produce, the better price, and it's easier to sell to different markets to keep their business going.
Yep, before I forget. So for paid members, go over to my YouTube channel itself. And you'll find a post that's for paid members. And if you haven't done Joyce said she already did it. There's a form that you need to fill out. And for those of you who are moderators that are not paid members, can you please email me? I posted the email address in the chat. Rita, just email me and I'll send you the form, the link to the form so you can go fill it out. It should be there where you can see it. It has to do with, hang on. I'll just go show it to you. Hold
Oops.
on. No, I can't because it's, yeah, only paid members need to be doing that form. Yeah. Rita, I'll email you the link, okay? If you can't find it. Yes, the form. I need you to, there's stuff posted, but nothing yeah, if you, because I wrote more than just what I wrote. You have to like click see more.
So there's something you wanted your moderators to do?
Yeah, and if you're a moderator, email me so that I can email you information.
Well, you have my email.
Yes. Yeah, let me write that down because I will forget that I made you a moderator today.
You did. That's why I'm asking if you needed if you needed moderators to email
No,
you.
I'm going to include you in on something because you're a moderator.
Okay.
And it's almost the end of the year, and I've had several moderators been helping with the channel, and I want to include them in on what I plan on doing.
I'm guessing also that it might be a good thing to have, well, I do, you know, have contact ways to my moderators to inform them if there's anything, you know,
Yeah,
behind the
that hasn't
scenes.
occurred to me. Yeah, exactly. I haven't even. I am still in the learning process. I'm just a 2-year-old channel, you know, and there's some things that's kind of slipped through the cracks with me, and moderators are one of them.
Yeah.
But nobody's complaining. They still come in and do their thing with me. But I feel like I'm going to do something and I want to include them in it too. So I
Well,
have to have,
sometimes it's just good to have like
but
you know,
what you said too
housekeeping
makes total
rules
sense. Yeah.
so
I
everyone
need to
knows
do
what
that.
your
Yeah.
rules are, because there's so many different rules on so many different channels.
Well, my channel has very few rules. I mean, we had a discussion in the live the other day about rules in my channel. I really don't have very many rules. The only rule I really actually have, or two rules, I guess. One is if you can't be nice to each other, I'm gonna kick your butt out of here.
Makes sense.
Or a mod will. If you can't be nice, you're out. And the other is what was the other one? Now I forgot what the other one was. But yeah.
Well, you know, you need housekeeping occasionally, and it's good to just have a contact way to your moderators.
Okay, I'll check, Robin. Yeah, because I don't want too many restrictions on my channel because I don't think that I need to. I just don't think we need them. I mean, we're all adults, and as long as we're respectful to each other, we can have discourse or whatever without being mean. And if you're going to be mean, then I'm going to say something. But if you're having you're having a discussion and one person's not agreeing with this and the other one isn't either, but they're not at each other's throat, that's no big deal to me. It's okay. I want you to have that freedom to speak how you want to. Just be nice. That's all I want. Be nice. And everybody in here's always been nice. I've never had to say anything about anyone being rude. My Facebook, on the other hand, I've kicked my own family off because of their rudeness.
Well,
I'm just here's the thing. My sister, my middle sister, she has this fiery little temper, and she thinks it's okay that because she don't agree with what someone else said, she can just call my friends names. And I'm like, excuse me, but you can't call my friends those names. I can do whatever I want. I said, then you're off my Facebook because I don't have a democracy when my Facebook is concerned. You can't be nice, you're not going to be on it.
Yep, it's simple.
Simple. Act like an adult. Treat each other with respect. You see, Rita? Rita, I'm going to have to give you a comedian hat. She says, oh no, that means I have to be nice. Oh no, is that even possible? And then she says, I refuse to be an adult. Nope, not going to happen. Robin, let me check my email too, since you brought that up. Okay, hold on a minute, y'all.
I just got tired.
I'm assuming, I think Robin probably sent it to my Kimmikin, says we were having trouble with the other email for some weird reason.
Andi, I have a question.
Yes.
Sure.
Have you seen well, you love your fluffy yarn. Have you seen the boob neck pillows?
Not the neck pillows, no.
Well, because it's like a pillow and you can put your head between it. Them big boobs. Have you made one? Like, I need a pattern. How, like, help. Because apparently, and this is so ridiculously funny, my dad messaged me the other day. He's like, I want one for Christmas. And I thought he was joking. And then I talked to him the other day. He's like, well, I need one. And it's okay if it's not a Christmas present. January works perfectly fine too. I was like, you really want one? And he's like, yeah, maybe. Because, you know, my cactus.
Yeah.
My cactus is 2.0. The first one I made for him. So he already has one of those. And now he apparently needs a boob pillow.
That's funny.
Yep, it is.
That's
So
funny.
apparently I need to find a pattern and get some yarn for that, because I don't have any fluffy, nice yarn in flesh color.
Flesh color hard to find.
Well, I guess I just need like some type of beigey or like, yeah, light type of color.
I like that. It doesn't have to be Christmas. January is fine.
Yeah, no, like he just really wanted one. He doesn't care that I don't have enough time to do it for Christmas. It's fine to do it like whenever.
I think I found you a pattern. I'll send you a link.
Okay, thank you.
That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. It's
Yes. Stacy's here, Mr. Cactus and the wobbly boobies.
Okay, I'll send you a picture and see if this is what you're thinking of. That's hilarious. Okay. Let's do share.
Yeah, adding to the list of why Amanda is like she is. Look at the creations she's creating for her dad. I
Right.
just twisted.
That's hilarious.
Feral grandma has used one of those pillows, but she prefers the bone-shaped ones.
Ah,
Amanda is saying boob pillow, boob pillow. Robin is funny. Oh my
I
god.
sent you a picture. And then the link. It should take you to it.
Stacy says Mr. Cactus and wobbly boobies.
Yep.
Y'all are hilarious.
Well, you've seen Mr. Cactus.
Yes, I have. That is pretty darn funny.
Yep. Oh, that looks about right.
Okay, cool. There you go. Figured it looked head size.
Yeah, this looks head size. Can I get a better? Can it open in this angle? No, it doesn't want to do that. But yeah, size-wise, it looks good. See, kind of like this one.
Yep, there you go.
So it's like you put your head between it. It's a neck pillow or something, but it's yeah, you see the size.
If you had that on an airplane.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I need to do something like that apparently. And I need to get the colors fairly, natural.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
That would be funny.
Yep.
I'll have to test it out for you. I can bring it to my oddity show. People will love it.
Oh, yes. I bet you'd sell a couple of those if you made a few. Those
Oh,
seem
yeah.
to be popular. And with you loving that type of yarn, it's right up your alley, right? You should have already made 4 and sold them by
I have
Halloween.
plenty of that yarn. Dude, I just emptied. I have to show you these bags. It's hilarious. So I got these, I can't remember how big they were. They were like 24 by 14-inch totes. And I had 3 left over, so I filled them with yarn and I emptied out some tote bags that I had of extra yarn.
Oh, look, she turned the lights on.
Well, she's kind of almost doing exercises here because look at that heavy.
Sheesh.
Look at all
My
these
goodness.
tote bags I emptied of extra yarn. There's
Wow.
There's
Third-
no such thing of extra yarn.
30 different tote bags that are extra yarn fit into those 3. One of them was an IKEA bag.
IKEA
Yep.
bags are awesome.
It was filled with flesh colored chenille.
Stacy says crochet a bikini top for it, laugh out loud. And then Robin says searching for flesh and ripple color combos. Hysterical.
No, you need to make pasties for it. Pasties. Like Velcro pasties.
With tassels,
Yes,
like
with
burlesque
tassels.
style, with tassels. Shake them around and make them dance.
Yes,
Yes.
that'd be even better.
And I can make them in a red and black color combination because that's what I did the pot for his cactus, and that's to match the interior of his car.
There you go.
Red and black tassels.
You can
Yep.
make a mini one for him to hang on the rear view of his car.
The discussion that would happen out of that. People be stopping and looking at that car like, what the?
That's
Oh,
hilarious.
there's plenty of things in his car that has is good talking points. But then again, like I'm talking about a Chevy Impala from '59 is red with black interior. So yeah, he's got another thing that I gave him for Halloween one year, because he's got a little small wiener dog like yours. Nora?
Nora, yeah.
Yeah, so he's got, that's his type of dog, and he's got one right now. He's got Nissa now, and Totte is already passed. So I got him a Halloween like decoration. It's a skeleton of like a wiener dog because it's got short legs, and it's you know, you
Oh,
can tell
wow.
that that's what it is, but it's a Halloween decoration, just a skeleton. So he has that in his car as well. And we're joking about that it's his dog that passed away, but he's buried in the garden, so it's not really that. But you know, we can joke about it.
Yeah. Rita says, "Isn't this supposed to be a rated G channel? Ha ha. Ha. What happened to now is rated R? Laugh out. Oh my gosh. That's
We're
why
talking
my
about pillows.
that's why my channel says this is not for kids.
Right.
That's why it's filled out the way it is. No kids unless they're over the age of 18.
Well, I can always get Mr. Cactus out if we want to look at the cactus pincushion.
Oh,
He's close by. He's just hitting in the over there on the
Feral
shelf.
Grandma says extra yarn sounds as mythical as the extra money some people claim exists. That's a good one.
When I meant extra yarn, I just meant it didn't fit in the wall or the totes or the closet.
Yeah. We know. We'll still joke around about it.
I'm trying to get to the closet full of fabric.
The extra yarn is just the
Yeah,
yarn that still
I
hasn't
want to
found a
see your
home.
I want to see your fabric stash.
Yeah, so I have 4 massive totes of yarn in front of the closet, but I can actually, if I move those totes, I can actually get to the closet full of fabric.
You hear that, Chaunda? She has a fabric stash hiding.
I
Wow.
worked at Joann's for 3 years.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Whoopsie, a sale, something came home with me. Whoopsie, a
we gotta
sale, something came home with me. Is
A
that how it
lot
works?
of stuff came home with me. Yeah.
Well, you're definitely going to have to share. Let
Well,
us
the
see.
thing is I'm gonna have to, yeah, because a lot of the stuff I got, 1 or 2 yards a piece of, and I don't even need that much of most of it.
Oh, you mean giving it away? I didn't mean it that way, but I meant
No, I'm gonna sell it. Most of it. Yeah.
I want to see what you got.
Most of it's character fabric.
Cool.
I do have a lot of Halloween and like Christmas. I got a lot of remnants.
Is there any boutiques in the middle of all that?
Yep.
Oh,
I got whole bolts of like dragon fabric.
oh, cool. An entire bolt?
Yeah,
Wow.
I know.
Uh-oh. I
I
just
have
got
problems.
don't we all?
It was my grandma's fault. She's like, you need to buy all this because you can. I'm like, "Oh, Grandma, thank you.
You have to because you can. That's a good grandma.
Yeah, it's on sale. Plus, you get an employee discount. And then that way, when you don't need to work there anymore, you'll have all this extra stuff.
Zozo's still in the channel, or did she leave? I forgot to ask her about something. She's going to come on the live Friday, and I don't have a picture of her.
I
Let's
just
see.
realized I haven't showed you guys how big this actually is so far.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
so,
Want to see?
so it is, how wide is it? I'm just gonna put well, maybe not a stitch marker. Let's,
Zaza's on similar time zone as you. She lives in Scotland.
oh, okay, so she's an hour behind me.
Yeah.
So it is pretty much just me stretching my arms. Can you see?
Wait. Let me spotlight. Hold on.
Well, it's as wide as my arms, pretty much.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
golly.
wow.
And now you can
That's
see the
big.
color changes.
Yes.
Yeah. You have gotten a lot done.
Yeah, so that's how big it is.
And what
And I want to
size?
say I'm a little bit over halfway. So I'm expecting it to be taller than me. Because now it's at my toes and it's up there and it's over half. So yeah, it's going to be taller than I am.
Wow.
That's outstanding.
But yeah, you definitely see the color changes. Like you can
Yeah.
see where they happen. This one is definitely more in your face than some of the other ones. Like here, it's almost like melted away.
Wow, that's gorgeous.
I could not tell how big it was when you were working on it.
Yeah,
right?
no, I didn't even think about it when we were talking about blanket sizes earlier, that it's as wide as my arm span. And aren't the arm span supposed to be about like the same as your height?
That's what they say.
Yeah.
So 5'4"-ish
Something like that.
wide. Yeah, because I'm about 5'4", so about 5'4" wide, and it's gonna be taller than I am. So
Hmm.
How much do you have left to go?
well, a bit more, or yeah, less than half, I think. Because looking at the colors, I want to say that, well, the transitions of the cakes, kind of has a, well, let's just get one out here. So I have the cake still in plastic. So this is the blue cake,
Ew.
Okay.
and the
Pretty.
blue cake started as white. And there's 3 strands. You can see that there's 3 strands, and one at a time changes colors. And there's 3 colors, and then there's solid sections in between. So we did start with a white, and then we transitioned into 1 strand of blue, 2 strands of white. And then we have 2 strands of blue, 1 strand of white. And then we got a solid 3 strands of that light blue. Now we're at 1 strand of the dark blue and 2 strands of the lighter blue. So there will be another transition into 1 strand of the light blue, 2 strands of the dark blue, and then a full solid 3 blue strands, if that makes sense. So
Chaunda.
this,
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead. I'm being rude.
no, so this section here with this blue here, here's 3 strands solid of each. So this is like the middle of like the transitions. So yeah, this part is pretty much middle. So I'm a bit, yeah, this much more than halfway, I'd say. I think half is in the middle of this section somewhere here. Maybe here's the middle. So yeah, it's still a long way to go.
Chaunda, are you needing to soon leave for
Yeah,
food?
I gotta
I
go
was
pick up
about to
dinner.
ask because I just realized we've been going 3 hours and I don't know, 20 minutes maybe, close to 20 minutes.
Yeah, I didn't cook before the live started, so I gotta go pick up dinner.
Okay. Um, so hang on a second. Where's my calendar's in the bedroom. We already agreed upon January, or did we?
For
Let me go
crochet.
get my calendar. Hang on.
Yeah, we haven't talked anything about crochet for January. I know she mentioned it in a conversation to me a while back, but I said I can't plan that far ahead. Or at the point where she was asking about it.
Well, I would say I made a lot of progress. When I started, this thing was full.
Well, that's good progress.
Yeah, that is good progress. There's like 400 yards skein or something like that.
This one is, oh my gosh, where is it? Where are you? At 417 yards.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So you guys want to do the usual time frame for January?
I can't really tell anything at this point, so I'll have to get back to you.
Okay.
Oh,
Right.
just because everything like there's with New Year because it's still like the whole odd weeks and yeah, like uneven and even weeks for me. I just need to double check some stuff.
Okay. All right. So I'll communicate with you through email then, and because it's been being even numbers, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. I need to double check so that there's not a switch this year because some years there's a switch from even to odd and yeah, so I just need to I haven't looked that far ahead. I'm still in the middle of like my anxiety is really, really, really bad this time of year because I have such issues with the holidays. So all I can think about right now is coping to like get through the holidays. In my like if I could do what I wanted to, I'd like to become a bear and just go and hibernate, wake me up in January when the holidays are over, because this is just too much. So therefore I can't really say anything on like after that.
Okay. All right. Um, I'm going to put y'all on the spot. I'll start with Chaunda first. Chaunda, you want to share where you are on your project and then tell us about your channel one more time?
All right, so this is the poncho that I'm working on. It's called the permafrost poncho.
Oh, it looks nice. Wow.
How
Um,
many rows did you manage to do?
12.
Woo!
Awesome.
Good.
So for me, crocheting 2 hours out of the three, that's pretty good for me. That's about as good as it gets for me.
I'm good,
Um,
actually.
and when it is done, I will be making the matching hat. So I'm excited about that as well. My channel is Under the Needle Quilting and Crafts, and I just share things crochet and quilt related that interest me. No rhyme or reason.
Okay. Now let's go. I hope I spelled your name right. I think I did. Waiting on that bot to move and it's not doing so. Okay. Amanda, I'm going to spotlight you next.
Well, I don't know, like I've already showed myself just recently.
Yeah, you've already showed
So-
that, but talk about your channel real quick.
Yeah. So I am the Scraptastic Crocheter, that's my channel name. And I do what I can when it comes to crochet. Like I mostly do live streams and I've been terrible about doing that lately, but I have right now an advent calendar that I open one package every day until the 24th of December. So that's what is mainly on my channel at the moment. There might be a live stream here and there between now and then, but right now it's the Christmas calendar. But yeah, mostly I do live streams. I have a couple of little bits and bobs, other videos like haul videos has been a big thing for certain periods. I'm pretty much on a no buy at the moment. There's no yarn budget. So there's not been a lot of hauls unless it's like a gifted yarn. That happens occasionally. Like the advent calendar is a gift. So that is someone that had made that for me with a lot of love and time to make that happen, which is making it very special because there's nothing like it. And that makes it a lot of fun for all of us because I have been fooled so many times already this year. Like I thought I knew what was in this, and it's like, nope, not even close. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on my channel at the moment. And yeah, that's you can see it there. It's
Yep.
Scraptastic Crochet.
And now we have Andi.
Oh, hello. All right, so I am working on my hubby's blankets. Oh, got a few more
Big.
in there. Yeah, it's pretty massive. Oh,
Oh,
in there.
going
But
to enjoy that a lot.
yes, so hopefully I will have it done by the end of this week, and then that way you can have it for Christmas. But yeah, I usually crochet every night. I usually make lots of amigurumis, little dolls and stuff, and I kind of wing it. So I have a bunch of special orders I'm working on, so I tend to work on those on the channel. And that's about it for me.
You're going to be live tonight?
Yes. I'm probably gonna take a small nap though.
Okay. I didn't know if you had a time frame set yet or not.
Not yet. Hopefully I can get a
Okay.
little in.
Okay. All right. All right. And here's where I am on mine. I put 3 rows on.
Yay.
Consider yeah, with all my distractions, but look, we're back to yellow again. So it's coming along. I should spend more time on it though. I'm gonna try to get some more rows done on it this month when I'm not doing other things. Okay, so I have a live on Thursday at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. Let me see if someone, I think, hold on a minute. Trying to remember someone's sewing with me Thursday. Oh, no, I get to be a referee. So Thursday at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time is going to be the challenge between Andi and my husband doing a Lego challenge. So I get to sit back and maybe get some sewing done while they're challenging each other to see who is going to finish first. I have posted a poll so that everybody who comes into the live can vote on who they think will win the challenge. And we'll see who's right and who's Andy's saying she's going to win it. So it's going to be fun. Lots of fun just watching these two battle it out with the Legos. I'm going to enjoy every minute of it because it'll be fun. It's something that we should probably have lots of laughter out of, I'm thinking. So, yep. And then Friday, I'll be doing the 1,000 block book, number 24. And Zaza's going to be joining me for that live. And then Saturday, I don't know who's sewing with me Saturday. Hold on a minute. I think I don't have anyone scheduled to sew with me Saturday. No, Jess from So Blessed with Jess is gonna sew with me Saturday. So, and if any of you who usually sew with me want to come, let me know which night and I'll send you a link. Anyway, anyone want to ask any questions before we shut this thing down? Y'all got quiet in the chat. No one's saying anything. Maybe they're all on sleeping. Probably not. Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you for tonight and thank you for being here always and supporting the channel. Robin, I have sent you an email. She says, good night, everyone. Y'all are so inspiring. I'm glad we can be that way. I love getting together and doing these fun things together. You know, mostly we're sewing, but this crocheting has turned out to be fun, and doing a sewing challenge with my husband's been fun. You know, we're going to continue on with that too. I want to buy him a sewing machine, and he keeps saying, no, buy one for yourself. And Feral Mom, Grandma says, sorry, eating. So I'm going to buy it under the guise it's for myself for him to use. How about that? Oh my God. I want to buy a better singer than what we have because that little talent's a pain in the butt. Anyway, remember, live, laugh, love, and dream. What do y'all do with all of that? You make something beautiful. Good night, everyone. Hey, y'all don't leave.
Good night.
And we are done with the YouTube part of it.